What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, Stephen D. And it's Hot Take Tuesday with Nicky Smokes and Nando Talk right now.
I know the whole city right. A little early, it's a bit surprising.
What is going on, everybody? It is your boy, Stephen D. And we are live right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network, home of the #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers. All right, what's going on, everybody? I'm still recovering from this weekend. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm still recovering. I need y'all to know. So before I hit the rundown, should I do the rundown first or get into everything?
Do the rundown.
Do the rundown first. All right, I'll do the rundown first. That's why you're the producer. Yeah. All right. So hey, if you don't know me, I don't know what you're doing. Well, welcome to the show. You can follow me at Stephen D SKPL. Spread kindness, positivity, and love. You can follow me on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, at Stephen D SKPL. So make sure you guys follow me over there. You can follow Miami Sports Music as well at MIA Sports Music on Twitter, and also at Miami Sports Music on all the rest of the social media platforms. On your way in today, if you could, hit the like button, hit it, tap it, whatever you got to do to it, just make it happen. Hit the like button. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything to hit the like button and subscribe. Just so you know, we're 910 people away from 10,000 subscribers. 910 people away from 10,000 subscribers. So let's keep on sharing this and getting this thing to grow. And it's a direct result of you, the fans. So I appreciate that. I'm excited. I'm a little nervous. 10,000. I'm not going to lie. That means, you've hit a milestone when you hit 10,000 subscribers on a channel.
Sure.
So we can get there. I want to get there before week 4. I don't know if we're going to do it. That's 3 weeks away. But I think we can get close. I think we can get within 500. I'd love to get 400 new subscribers in the next 3 weeks. And I can only do that with all you guys and ladies that are watching and saying, hey, go subscribe to this channel. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. You're a Dolphins fan. Go support this Dolphins fan. Help me out. Subscribe to the channel. Okay? Also, hey, look.
Because it helps us help you.
Help us help you. Exactly. I like the way you say that. If you want to sign up and become a member of the channel, which is totally different than a subscriber, you can do that as well. You can join this channel, get access to perks, different things like that. A lot of cool stuff. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Okay. Make sure you guys sign up, become part of the family. See my voice. Family. No, see, I still can't get that. I can't get that deep. My voice
just use the assistance of technology.
Family. Nope, not that. Try this again. Try this one more time.
Top left button, second page.
Family. That's why I love you. Roach. #1 producer in the world. Nicky Smokes is cracking up in the back.
Nicky Smokes is in the back waiting to come on.
You need to learn these buttons, man.
Dude,
learn the buttons.
I'm tired. I'm so tired. Okay. I'm going to get with you in a minute. Okay.
Like having Tua in the backfield and right in your huddle.
I'm going to let that slide, Roach. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let that slide. Okay. Help the channel grow by donating. Help the channel grow by donating. There's a lot of cool. Y'all saw what we did this weekend. Y'all saw what we did. Like that. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of time. And we want to keep bringing you that content. So please donate to the channel. Even if it's $1, it goes such a long way into helping the channel grow. The higher the donation, though, the better it helps. But I don't care if you even have $1. Help the channel grow by donating. You can use the YouTube Live Super Chat, which is the $ below the bottom of the chat, or you can use Cash App or PayPal. Either one of those work as well. We accept the donations. It goes, again, such a long way into helping the channel grow. And that's what we're trying to do. Okay. There's the Cash App, $ MSN Podcast Network, MSN Podcast Network on PayPal. All All right, let me give a big shout out to our sponsors of the show, ZSM Sports. ZSM Sports, specializing in all your sports memorabilia, cards, jerseys, balls, and hard-to-find items. Make sure you go follow ZSM Sports on all your social media outlets at SportsZSM on Instagram. Tell Zach I sent you. He'll take care of you. He's a really good guy, and he's got a lot of really cool stuff. So make sure you follow ZSM Sports today. Good stuff. Hey, if you like good food, you like being in a good mood, Hangry Owls is the place to be. Craft subs and salads and amazing desserts as well, too. Make sure you go to Hangry Owls, 305-279-5332. They are at 16606 Sheridan Street in Pembroke Pines, Florida, 33328. You can also follow Hangry Owls at HANGRYALS. Make sure you follow them on Facebook and Instagram today. And make sure you use the code word when you go get your sub, SKPL, and you will get $3 off of your subs every day, except for Friday, where you get $6 off of your subs by using the code word SKPL. And ask them about their new sandwich, the Spread Kindness sandwich. Roast beef, mayo, tomato, lettuce, onions, pickles. I know, look, I'm a roast beef guy. It's good. It's delicious. Ask them about the Spread Kindness sub. They take care of you there. And then we also have, we all like to have a couple brewskis, sometimes early in the morning. Vesa Soar Brewing Company. Make sure you guys check them out. They're born and raised, a beer created for the fans, by the fans. And we're a network created by a fan for fans. The official beer of Clock Blockers, Vesa Soar. We are so excited to have them on board. Absolutely amazing. Make sure you guys check them out. We were drinking them at the tailgate this past weekend. It's good stuff. There's nothing better than a cold Vesa Soar. Let me tell you.
That's what they serve at the stadium, right?
They do. They serve it at the stadium too. They got a lot of good stuff. We're going to be doing a live show from there too in December. So we got a big event planned. Me and Dolph Freaky, and I'm pretty excited about it. It's going to be awesome. So stay tuned for more information on that as that gets closer. And then last but certainly not least, we got Tailgreeter. Tailgreeter is absolutely amazing. The number one place to get your tailgate on. You saw what we were doing this past Sunday. Download the app on your current Apple or Android device today and make sure you follow Tailgreeter on all your social media apps at TAILGREETER. They're awesome. Download the app. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And again, go find the Baltimore Beatdown because we got about 20 tickets left for the Baltimore Beatdown tailgate. And I know y'all want to come to that. It's going to be fire this weekend in Baltimore. Yeah. And I still have not recovered from this past weekend again. So just so y'all know real quick, Hot Take Tuesdays with Nicky Smokes and Nando Talk. I love both these gentlemen. They are best thing on Twitter, YouTube, you name it. These two guys are amazing, and I love them both.
Hey, what about our ticket guy?
Great place to sit. Don't forget about a great place to sit. You guys need tickets for this weekend or next weekend? Great. I still got them. Dude, I haven't had time to make the graphic.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. A great place to sit. Absolutely amazing. If you need tickets, hit me up. I will direct you towards a great place to sit. There's no ticket fees. There's no service fees. And you get 5% off of your tickets by calling in and using the code word DWA. Dolphins with Attitude. DWA. You get 5% off on your tickets. A great place to sit. If you need tickets to anything, I don't care where you're at. You can be in Jacksonville with Roach. You can be in Baltimore with me. You can be anywhere in the world. If you need a ticket to a concert, event, anything, call a great place to sit. You can be in Australia. It does not matter. If you need a ticket to something, a great place to sit is the way to get it, and they will get it for you, and they'll get 5% off your ticket because you're one of my listeners. DWA. Okay? Awesome. So hit me up, and we'll take care of that. I'm going to have a graphic hopefully in the next day or two. It's been so crazy. So I don't want Nicky waiting in the back. I'm going to bring Nicky on, and then we'll just talk a little bit this morning. And then Nando's got the link. Nando's good to go?
He responded, he's indisposed right now.
Okay.
And when he's done, he'll be on.
Okay. Well, that was more information than I needed. And I'm sure Nando appreciates that you just told the world. Okay.
I was holding back.
Okay.
That was
Good
me
talk.
being polite. Yeah.
Good talk. Let me bring on the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Nicky Smokes. What's up, Nicky?
What's going on, brother? How we doing?
I didn't want to leave you hanging in the back while I started to tell my story from this weekend because I'm still tired.
I don't blame you.
So
I got so sunburnt, man. It was so bad.
Well, let me just rewind a little bit to yesterday, and then I'll rewind further back. So yesterday, I woke up at 5 a.m. to get on a flight or to go to the airport, check in, all that, get on a flight, come back here to Baltimore. Not feeling good from the day before where I had heat exhaustion, was sitting in you were sitting, what, 5 rows behind me on the opposite side? 6 rows, something
Where'd
like
you
that?
sit?
129, row 14.
Yeah, I was 130, row 19. And then,
Yeah.
like, the fourth quarter came, and I just started getting toasted.
So, I can admit it. I'm a big guy. I was sitting with Von Joe. I was hurting, man. I was hurting in the fourth quarter. I'm like, we're going to stay to the end. I was asking people for bottles of water. I had the beer man grab this big thing of ice, give it to me. I was hurt. Like, Nicky, you need to explain it. Like, this was heat. It was unreal heat, right?
Yeah. Dude, it's like the first 3 quarters, my seats are covered, so I'm loving life. And then the fourth quarter comes, and all of a sudden, it's just like they dumped me in a deep fryer. I mean, my neck was burnt to the crisp. My forehead has a huge tan line.
Yeah.
And I was walking out of the stadium going like this because like my neck was getting burnt so bad. And I'm born and raised down here. Like I'm used to the heat. But dude, I was getting cooked that game, man. It was bad. But that's what you get when you come to Miami in September. So
Nando was probably up in club level chilling, weren't you, Nando? You were just chilling at the game.
Not club level, but Section 349. What is up, gentlemen? It was definitely shady the entire time, but no breeze whatsoever. So it was very, very hot.
You didn't have that sun just beating down on you. Like
no, it was just that still heat. That still heat that was still brutal, man.
So come the fourth quarter, there's like 2 minutes left. Or no, there was a minute 45 left, and they had I guess they had taken, or right about before they take a knee. And I was like, we got to start marking our way up. So I'm holding Von Joe with one hand going up the stairs. And I'm like, I can't do this, man. It took us like 25 minutes to get back to our car, bro. It was so bad. I was hurting so bad. And so I get it. I'm next to like Color and them. Shout out to Color. And I'm like, I need to get in somebody's car with the AC like right now. And I need water. Mm-hmm. So I got into somebody's car. Random. And they busted up the AC and gave me water. I was
so lucky.
At least they came back and still had a car.
Oh yeah. My God, that
was our lot, right?
I don't know.
I think it was. I saw the smoke coming from that direction.
See, I never even saw it, but I started heading in around like 12 o'clock.
Yeah, I was seated. I remember the game had started, and I saw the smoke coming from that side.
The national anthem was coming on. I didn't see it. I was busy packing up. I missed the first.
Could you imagine, though, like you're at the Dolphins game, having the time of your life. You're watching the Dolphins whoop the Patriots' ass, and then you come out of the stadium, and like you're holding your alarm on your car key, and you're like, why can't I hear this thing? And then you walk over, and your car's disintegrated.
It's wild, right? It's wild.
Do you want your car full disintegrated or like half disintegrated that you saw?
Just gone.
Did you see the photos
in there,
Nando?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. There was like 3 cars disintegrated, and then like the 2 outside ones were like half
11 cars,
half ash.
11 cars were in it.
11 cars.
So the rumor is right now it was a Patriots fan, and he doesn't come often, or does and I guess the charcoal, like they just didn't dice it, like they didn't put it out, and it made all those cars go up in like flames.
That's wild.
I'm worried that they're going to change some rules because of it.
They're not going to change it. They're just going to put up a sign that says "Don't be a dumbass" and make sure your stuff is out. I mean, that is such a rookie move. Like this does not happen. Like I've been going to tailgates for
anyone.
I mean, it happens in like State Farm commercials and things like that. But I don't think I've ever seen 11 cars get lit up on fire at a Dolphins tailgate. I don't think I've ever seen that. And it makes sense if he's a Patriots fan. Like now it all makes sense. Before it didn't make sense. But now it does make sense.
Well, that's the rumor. That's the rumor. I can't confirm. I'm just telling you what I've been hearing. Now, what I will say is that the guy who does the state, I guess it is the state, he's like, this the great fire of week 1 of the NFL. Like that, I can see that commercial happening now. 100%. It was so bad. So yeah, so that happened. So there was no post-game activities because we actually did the post-game activity the night before. I go back, get, I think I finally end up getting to bed after packing at like 12:45, only to get up at like 5 something to get on a plane. And then Mr. Nando and Roach hosted yesterday's show.
On time.
Shout out. Yeah, I know. I was late this morning and they were giving me crap. They're like, Nando and Roach host this show the first day. They're on time. I come late.
So this is technically like your Victory Monday show.
This is kind of like my Victory
Like
Monday
for you,
show.
like you haven't given a take yet on YouTube.
I've not given real take. I mean, I called Roach and Nando. I talked for like 20 minutes on my Uber ride, but I haven't really.
The Uber driver gave his take.
Yeah, the Uber driver gave his take. He gave his take for Monday or next Sunday's game. He's a Ravens fan. He said the Ravens were going to lose, which I was excited about.
I told him don't feel bad about it.
I don't like that though. Like anytime someone that's a fan of their team says they're going to lose, they usually win. Like anytime I say the Dolphins are going to lose, they win.
Let me tell you something. I was with a Patriot fan a lot this weekend, and they were like, "Yeah, we're probably going to lose," and they did.
Yeah, but they suck. Like they're just a bad football team. That's like us in 2019. Like, yeah, we're going to lose. Like, obviously, like we're the worst team of all time.
So, anyways, let me finish. So I show up here. I'm expecting to go to sleep. Don't go to take a nap. End up having to work for like 4 or 5 hours on the computer to get ready for my night show. I work for a movie theater up here that's got like 5 locations. And I did a whole live show last night for like an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a beer or a Yoo-hoo, Nando? I'm so sorry, Stephen. Is
that a Twisted Tea? That's not a Vesa.
It's not a Vesa. I don't not have a Vesa, but it is a beer, bro.
We're going to get you Vesa.
Twisted Tea is so good in the morning when you wake up.
We got to get him in rehab.
Unless you're underage, then it's not.
Before you get me into rehab, if you get me a Vesa sword, that'd be a fun time, man.
Did you
Sorry,
just crack
Stephen
open
D, go ahead.
Tea?
He just blows me away. 9:30 Tuesday morning, he's got a cold one in his hand.
Well, I already smoked one. What's the difference?
Oh, there's a
difference. Like there's a difference. I think
I think there is.
I think there's a difference.
Let me tell you.
Only for
so I was just thinking about this
for you. I wish I could do that.
I got so much work to do for the Baltimore Beatdown, which is this weekend, Saturday night, 7 to 10 p.m. at Jimmy's Famous Seafood. Make sure y'all are sitting there. It's going to be awesome. Andre, what did Andre V say? Oh, Andre, they're talking about the game. We'll get to the game in a minute. But yeah, I got so much work to do. I'm so tired. Sorry. Go ahead. All right, so we're gonna have a great show today. I don't know how I'm gonna survive this week or the next couple of weeks, but I'm gonna survive it.
And you haven't been watching nobody else's shows, so you don't know what's been happening?
I have no idea what's going on. I did see some stuff on Twitter about CB83.
Just keep an open mind, bro. Just keep.
I don't know. Do you want to tell me what's going on? I mean, I don't like the drama.
Do you want to pick a safe word before we begin?
Pineapple.
Pineapple's
my safe word.
Always.
Let's go and have. That's in the repertoire right there.
What should we get into first? Should we get into Twitter and YouTube drama, or should we get into?
I don't think it matters what you get into. It's going where it's going.
Well, what?
I think we should just talk about the game.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the game, but it's going to be a straight train.
But I don't know what's happening.
To hell.
Wait, what am I missing on Twitter and YouTube?
Yeah, I must have missed it too.
I think that's where we need to go.
All right, what am I missing?
You know,
because I'm all over Twitter, so I'm surprised I haven't seen. No,
I just been on shows and everybody's arguing.
I'm on and off.
Is there drama?
All over. When is there not?
Who has beef with each other?
No, there's not drama like that. I'm talking like just debating if we should be talking about Tua.
No beef.
We're not talking about Tua. Yeah, no beef like that. No.
Right. No. Well, that's what I thought. I mean, like that's not new to me. You know, like people fighting about Tua, like that's just an average.
Probably just another Roach conspiracy theory.
Well, you're still on Facebook, Rick. So
I'm sorry, Rick. That was.
Dude, I don't even know if I have Facebook anymore. I don't think I've been on Facebook since like.
I'm on Facebook all the time.
That's for all old heads like you, Stephen D. Not
I was
Roach.
about to say,
Roach is
Yo,
hip.
real talk. Last night I'm interviewing.
Hey, I'm only 35.
So real quick, I wanted to. I'm so glad you said this because I wanted to tell this quick story. I'm interviewing so it was game night at Jimmy's Famous Seafood, and it was about movies, Hollywood, because we're Horizon Cinemas, and we were talking about it. So we're sitting there, and this kid comes up. He's probably 19 years old, 18, 19 years old, and he's like, "Yeah, my first." I was like, "So what's your first movie theater experience?" He's like, so I went with my grandmother and we went to go see Toy Story. I was like, oh yeah, Toy Story was absolutely amazing. I remember that. He's like, no, I went to go see Toy Story 3. I'm not as old as you.
Damn.
I was like, what? I legit was offended by it. Like, I didn't say it on air, but I was like,
I thought it when he said it because I'm like, I was debating like
what?
Because my first two was like either Mighty Ducks, the original, or it was the original Toy Story. I can't remember which one.
You were listening to the show in the background because I couldn't get something to work. But I was like, what in the world? So, but then I thought about it for a second. I'm like, am I that old that Toy Story has now become an old movie?
I mean, I saw that on my VCR, man. That's the first movie on VCR. Toy Story and Lion King. I watched that on repeat, man. We didn't have a cable. So I just rewatched the
Type
same
in
movie.
classic rock on Spotify. It'll really blow your mind.
But I just need y'all to think about it for a second. Yeah. I had an 18, 19-year-old kid say, I'm old because I watched Toy Story, the original, in theaters. That hurt, man.
You are.
That hurt.
I don't know what to tell you.
It's like, what is this?
I mean, to him, you're old.
Oh, my God. Dude, it definitely threw me back. I was not ready for that comment at all.
My first Toy Story movie was definitely in theaters. Would have to be a Toy Story 3 era, man. Way too small for a 1 and a 2.
Caller, what was the first movie you watched, bro?
Ooh.
Not saying you're old or anything.
Oh yeah, Color probably saw The Wizard of Oz in black and white when he was in theaters. We're off to see the wizard. All right. Anyways, I'm just messing with you, Color. I love you. All right, let's get into the game. So, as y'all know, I had the pregame show. I missed the first 4 or 5 minutes of the game. But what I do know, and you guys please correct me if I'm wrong, I kind of alluded to this yesterday, and I know that there was some talk about it, obviously, on social media from what I've heard, was that they did try to go for it downtown, like a home run play on the first play, but it was tipped to Tyreek. Is that true? Did that happen?
I mean, it wasn't a home run play, but it was like a 20-yard curl route, and if it's completed, it's a touchdown, like 100%, 75-yard touchdown all day. But it wasn't like a straight vertical, like
it wasn't like the Philadelphia
letting it rip.
Right.
Wasn't like
Tyreek sitting in the soft spot. I don't know if they were playing. I think they were playing zone, and he's wide open. And when I watched it live, it didn't look like it got tipped, and I was so pissed. I was like, bro, this guy has no arm. Like, he's the same old Tua. But then I went back and watched it, and it looked like it got tipped. If it didn't get tipped, Tua sucks. But I think it got tipped, and it was a wide open touchdown. And I mean, like that would have been first play of the game. Tyreek Hill's in the end zone.
The biggest debate
first
all
play of the
night
game.
Was...
First game of the game. Tyreek Hill could have walked in the end zone.
Yeah. And
walked
let me tell
in
you,
the end zone.
But that was the first debate, Stephen. Was it tipped?
That was. Well, let me give my whole view, and then I'll let you guys go. So, look, this is my view of the game. I'm sitting in the corner end zone, 14 rows, 14 rows up. I don't have the vantage point that Nando has or that you guys on the TV have. Mm-hmm. What I would say was it was lackluster on offense. The 4th and 7 was amazing. The touchdown to Waddle was awesome. Waddle scored right in front of us, right, Nicky? Like that was that was so awesome to see.
He's so fast, dude. I looked up. I was like, how is he in the end zone?
I mean, it was insane. He literally scored right in front of us. It was awesome. I think the other thing that, I think the defense is wildly like top 5 already this year. Mm-hmm. I think
lockdown,
and I don't think they played their best. I don't think they played their best. Like I think Phillips has so much more of a ceiling. Holland has so much more of a ceiling. Kadir Kahu looks like he should have been drafted.
Great surprise from him, man. He played his ass off.
I mean, it was awesome. Skylar's first movie was Birth of a Nation. You're killing me, Andrevius. All right. But yeah, so I mean, look,
I'm not taking the bait.
I know he's trying to bait you in there, Roach. I love Andrevius, but yeah. So I mean, I think it was good. The offensive line from where we could see, I think I couldn't tell who was good, who was bad. What I did know is I felt like Tua was rushed a lot. Tua was moving, trying to avoid. I'm just telling you my perception. I'm not saying that's what it was. I have not rewatched the game, which I want to. But it just looked like Tua was moving around, like trying to avoid getting hit a lot. And I said that to Von Joe. I was like, it looks like he's, trying to avoid getting hit. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I didn't think that we had much of a run game. I didn't hear the running backs' names a lot.
Not at all, yeah.
I was very surprised that I will say I was very surprised Ezukama didn't dress and River Craycraft did. I don't know what that means, but it definitely makes me scratch my head. I need to think about that a little bit more. Or I want to see what happens next week. I'd be interested to hear your guys' explanation on the Ezukama River Craycraft thing. And then obviously I don't care about the stupid salary cap. There's no reason in any way, shape, or form that Noah Igbenogany should be on this football team. Nope. I don't care. I don't care about the salary cap. Don't bring up the salary cap to me.
Nope.
Don't do it. The man did not dress week 1.
With Byron out. He's done.
What is that?
They didn't even dress him for special teams.
Like Sam Madison and Patrick Tane let us know who they want. And Kadir proved them right. Kadir proved them right. It could have looked like a questionable call.
It might be a little too early, but we owe McDaniel an apology because Cater absolutely balled, and we were all on McDaniel's neck to sign more cornerback depth. But I think
Cater was
deep
good.
down, he just knew he had this gem in his back pocket because that kid, I mean, he only played 18 snaps, but my God, the plays he made on those 18, I want to see more of him because he played his ass off, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like I have to believe it was Sam Madison and Patrick Tane letting them know, yo, McDaniel, I know what people are saying. Tough it out, bro. We've got this Cater kid. He's a stud. Let him play week 1. And if we're wrong, we're wrong. We'll take the heat.
Right.
But he proved them right.
He looked better than Needham.
Yeah. It's like he's the new Needham, like the new undrafted free agent that's going to develop this year. And it's awesome. He's the new Needham. That's awesome. Where did Ross?
Well, that was here, hold on. What's going on? Why is this not working? All right, I need to plug something in. Something's not plugged in. But last thing I'll say, I'll let you guys talk while I plug this in, is Nick Needham, I thought played. My issue with Nick is he's playing uncomfortable in a position he's not used to, and he's not that good at. But I think he did enough to get by. But there were some plays where you're like, you can see that Needham just doesn't excel in some of those positions.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool right now, right? Like we have X shadowing not Stephon Diggs, but Devontae Parker. It's cool now. It'll be cool next week. But then when we play Buffalo and it's Gabe Davis, Stephon Diggs, and all those tools, and then when we play Cincinnati, that's when I really think we'll see what Needham's really about, because he got cooked anytime they wanted to take the top off. I mean, they just didn't throw it. Mac Jones couldn't hit the throw. But one-on-one down the sideline, like Nick Needham's a liability, in my opinion. I think he does a lot of good things well. He's not a vertical corner.
He's not, and it scares the crap out of me in weeks 3 and week 4 if that's what we're going to have to rely on with playing Allen and Burrow.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he moves more back to the slot, and they see if Cater can handle the outside?
They could, but that's the one thing. Like, I trust this coaching staff to make the right decision on that. But Needham has the reps, like he played over 400 snaps.
And by the way, I like Needham. I get
I like Needham. Inside corner Needham, I love. Yeah, but mono Needham, nah, I'm good.
But I'm not mad that that's not his fault. He's in that position right now. It's injuries and lack of personnel. Right. So
it's temporary.
He's the best we have at that moment. So I'm not right. I'm not.
I mean, I haven't seen anyone
even if Needham gets beat, I'm gonna be upset, but I'm gonna be like, we know what Needham's limitations are. The team does. Like, this is the position where we can't be like, oh, Needham sucks. No, Needham's good at what he does.
But then he's
being forced to play another position right now.
He has Jones and Holland as safeties behind him. You know what I mean? Like, those guys, they're some of the best.
Brandon played so beautifully.
Brandon played out of his mind.
He's getting a spot on the wall, man.
His mind.
white throwback
great player. And
why-
I've always said he's a great player. And there's a lot of people that didn't think Brandon Jones is a great player. He's a great player. He was great at Texas. And Javon Holland, man, I mean, that guy is just unbelievable. Dude, I loved what the defense did, man.
If they can get to a spot where they're interchangeable, when you don't know if Brandon or Javon's blitzing, who's dropping into coverage, they just get tricky with it.
They do that a lot. They do that a lot, though. I feel like they're already there.
They're there. Brandon just got to get a little bit better at coverage, but if he's getting there, like he's erasing that little liability, quote unquote. But like that blitz boy Brandon is amazing, man.
Yeah,
that strip sack was a thing of beauty. The energy in the stadium at that moment,
the energy was wild. You know, I remember sitting with Nicky pregame. By the way, Nicky, I didn't see me trying to spell Tagovailoa in your video. You were like, "I'll just rip it from your thing." You didn't do it. I was mad.
Really? Did you get it? Did you get it right? Dude, I was so tired. I probably walked around that stadium like 3 times before the game started. I was dying. I'm not doing that again.
I will say Nick performance didn't look like he liked his arm around you. Yours. He was like, "Get off me," it looked like.
Nah, chill.
Okay.
Man, why are you making it awkward, man? You just made it awkward.
Okay. I was just observing. That's all. I didn't say that he didn't. He's like,
you know what was lacking?
Well, you kind of did just say that. You did.
I did, man.
Yeah, like just own your statement. It's fine.
I will
you made
own
a
my
false
statement.
observation. It's not a big deal.
Dude, hold up to your tape,
now I have to
Come on, man. No
everything you say about football.
We
can't trust your eyes, Steven. We can't trust your eyes now.
I'm still tired. Just leave me alone.
But what I
do want to say, man. Nicky, your microphone. You know those little mini mics, the little microphones?
Yeah.
Lavalier mic.
We no, but it looks like a straight up old school singer microphone.
I thought it was a vape at first. You were like, you handed it to me, and I was like, okay.
Like that, there's so many people that thought they're like, "Yo, I was just waiting for someone to like put their mouth on it and like think they were ripping something."
I was this close.
It does kind of look like a vape. It's a good mic, but I have to learn distance. Like I put that thing right here. It's like Tagovailoa, and it's like the worst name that you could say, and it just like explodes into the mic. But
well, I thought you were saying like, I thought you were saying Tagovailoa, and I thought you were gonna take like a fat rip, hand it to the person, and I was like, okay, like we ride. Didn't see any smoke come out. I was like, the ghost smoke right here.
There we go.
But hey, it worked out. Just great, Mike.
I wasn't trying to start anything. Everybody's like, Steven, all Steven does is start stuff. That's not true. I don't do that. Spread kindness, positivity, and love here.
And a little beef on the side.
And a little beef on the side. What is going to be your question for next tailgate? So I'm prepared for it. So I can get the
I don't know. I gotta think.
No,
of
you
one.
can't get.
There's a lot that could happen from now until week 3.
I have to admit, I liked it. I thought it was cool to spell Tagovailoa. I think that I almost think you should just try to go to more tailgates and just ask more people. I think, dude, like that.
Right, I feel like so many more people would have botched it, and I just asked so many people that are like close to him or like really like him. So it was easy for a lot of people. But I feel like if I just asked the random Joe like walking into the stadium, I would have got their ass.
Dude, ask them what college Skylar went to. See what they say.
I saw my buddy right in front of me with the Tua jersey, and I had to just.
Oh, you had the cheat code?
Oh, dude, you literally asked, and I was looking at my buddy. 2 of my friends literally with Tua jerseys in front of me. I literally was just reading. I didn't even say it slow enough to be like, damn, I could have played this off. I was just like, THEAV. I was like, yeah, I got it. Hey, so hand up. You know, I might have botched that part on you, Nicky. So my bad, bro.
I definitely botched it. I was like, man, Nicky, you're getting me on my show. Well, now we're even. So now we got each other. We're good. We're even now.
I had to confess, it was weighing me down the guilt,
All right. So what did you guys, let's talk about the limitations first, right? Because let me just state that I was very happy with the win. Okay.
This is your disclaimer?
Yes, I do. It's not even a disclaimer. Like I'll give you my real feelings. Like was I mad that we didn't put up 40 points like I predicted? Not really, because I think this team could have done it if they were firing on all cylinders. I think they weren't firing on all cylinders. I think there were 2 teams in the entire
I think they were
NFL
firing
this
on
weekend.
2 cylinders, and they were missing the third.
And that was
the offense. Special teams was fantastic. Defense was fantastic.
And there
was
some flashes. And there were some flashes on offense, right? It wasn't even that, there were some flashes.
But
not a lot.
There's flashes. I mean,
at the end of the day, he still had 270 yards.
But here we go. We're going to sit here and look at the stats and beat the stats. But all I know is I watched the same team that I did last year, post Ravens game. It looked the exact same, but instead we have Tyreek Hill and a couple new weapons. But other than that,
just more.
I thought I was watching the same team. I was watching the same team with better weapons and better play design. So over time, do I think it's going to get better and will it look better? Yes. But just based off week 1, I thought I saw the same team, and I thought I saw the same Tua. To be honest, I said my year 3 leap for him is taking care of the football. He got lucky. He put one on the ground, and we recovered it. It could have cost us points. And then the Patriots dropped a legitimate gift. I mean, Tua gifted them this interception, and they dropped it. And that happened so many times when we played the Patriots last year, when we played Tennessee. And those are the things that he needs to correct. Now, I'm very happy with the win. There are some good things that Tua did, but I have high standards for this team, and I expected to beat the New England Patriots. So am I happy with the win? Of course. Did I expect the win? Most definitely. But I've accepted what Tua is. He's never going to be Justin Herbert. We have to get over that. Tua's our quarterback. He'll never be Justin Herbert. But what Tua can be, if he gets rid of those turnovers, he's good enough to win with. Not because of, but win with. So if he stops putting the ball on the floor and he stops with those bonehead interceptions, it wasn't intercepted, but it should have been. And if that fumble's recovered, that's 2 turnovers to 1 touchdown. And his stat line and QBR, all that is completely different. So
right, let me ask you a question.
Spare me that.
Nicky.
He's got to get rid of that. And
Nicky,
if he can get rid of that, I'll be fine with him. But if he keeps doing the bonehead things,
if I said 50% of your offensive drives would result in points, what would you say?
50% of my offensive drives would result in points. Yeah, but 2 of them are from my special teams. And then 1 was a 4th and 7 before halftime.
So 3 offensive drives ended in offensive
how did one of them
points,
start?
2 field goals, right?
2 field goals, which is our kicker.
And our touchdown. We still got to get down the field.
That's it.
I said no, and the 4th drive out of 8, by the way, was the knee at the end. And in my opinion, we would have scored there if time.
But we didn't. We didn't. And we could have scored if Tua hits a throw to Sherfield. It didn't matter.
Over.
It doesn't matter. You can't count that.
Yes,
you can't count that, bro.
I disagree.
Well, then I don't know what to tell you because they physically didn't.
No, because then you can count the interceptions.
They could have scored.
Because that's what people have been saying about the interceptions. Well, they didn't. Yeah. They didn't.
That's what I'm saying. You can't count either of those.
And the fumble. Well, what if they picked up the fumble? Oh, then you take the field goal off. Well, what if they caught the interception? Then you take that one off. You can't do that, Steven. That's ridiculous. And 50% points on 50% doesn't mean anything to me. I don't care. I want good performances. The offense scored 7 points, Steven. They scored 7 points.
Listen to me. A game-ending drive that ends in a knee, a victory.
It's not a touchdown or a field goal. No points went on the board. Okay, whatever.
We won. We didn't have to win.
You want to live in your own fantasy world where it's not objective?
Nicky, we didn't have to score. We didn't have.
Okay, well, in my mind, the Patriots recovered the fumble. So let me just take that off. Oh, the Patriots made the interception. Let me just take those points off. I mean, they didn't score. That's something that didn't happen.
Here's what
you can be good with it.
All right, here's what I think. Roach, you can give him the sound effects all you want. And by the way, I respect his opinion. I just disagree with it. I think
all right, so you disagree with me because in your mind, when a team's up 13 points and they need it out, it's guaranteed points.
To me, I see that as a result that's just as good as points because we won the game. We won the game. We didn't have to score.
Yes, we won the game. I agree with that. I'm not disagreeing with you.
And by the way, it's not like we need it on our own side. We went down the field. We marched down the field.
That's great. I'm flattered we went down the field up 13 points. I'm flattered.
How many times have we done that?
I'm very happy about that, Steven. The offense scored 7 points.
I get it.
7 points.
I'm choosing to look at it.
Okay, so if you want to live in hypothetical land,
it's a fact.
Okay, it is hypothetical land. They didn't score. They didn't score. They did not score points. And
those words never came out of my mouth.
But you're counting it as a scoring drive.
Because it was a victory.
It was a victory drive. They didn't score on the drive.
We didn't lose.
They didn't score on the drive. Exactly. We didn't lose. That has nothing to do with scoring and not scoring, Steven.
Okay.
Come on, man.
All right. Well, so if I adjusted the words in my statement to say if 50% of our drives ended in points scored or victory formation, you would take it all day. right?
I don't
You
know
would
if I'd
take
it
that all day.
That's an
I would.
accurate statement.
Dude,
I would
no.
take it all day.
I mean, it's
Okay, yeah, you'll take it all day because you scored 20 points up against the New England Patriots with Joe Judge and Matt Patricia calling plays. But when you have to go and play an offense like Buffalo or these elite teams that we're going to have to play, and we're settling for field goal, possible turnover, possible interception. No, dude, it's not okay. And I'm very happy with the win. Don't get that twisted. I have high expectations for this football team. And when McDaniel is breaking down the film with these guys, either yesterday or today, he's going to say the same thing. There's a lot of things that we need to clean up offensively, and I'm not going to sit here and just act like,
Did you bet the over?
We're seeing rainbows all over the place. I expected to beat the New England Patriots. It does not change my stance on this football team. I expected to win. There's things that we need to clean up, and I think everyone should see that. I think everyone should see that, man. I'm keeping it 100. I'm not going to sit here and say we beat the Patriots 20-7. We're going to the Super Bowl. I expected to beat the shit out of that team.
Nicky, did you beat the over? I mean, did you bet the over?
No, dude.
Okay.
I bet the Dolphins money line. I swept the NFL board. Don't come at me with my picks, dog.
Oh, we got the
just because you live in fairyland don't mean I do, dude.
Hey, I got the numbers for Thursday.
Come on
to reveal
now.
the picks. Well, that was
I swept my board.
Well, actually, I'm sorry.
Do you have Nicky's up there too?
I do, but Nicky was very firm with, are we betting the lines or just are we betting
Straight up.
teams?
Straight up.
And
Yeah,
he
yeah.
picked for straight up, not for the lines.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about that.
So
yeah.
in his defense, we got to wait till Thursday though.
I went 8-0 against the spread, so I don't care about what anyone
Clean
has to
sweep
say.
The
smokes.
money line for him was where it was at, and he was
I'm
all
clean
good.
sweep.
CSS,
That
clean
was good.
sweep smokes,
I
man.
ain't gonna lie. I saw your tweet, and I was like, "Yeah, Nicky's better than most of these people."
Hey, I'm Steven, I got a serious question for you. I mean, I know you haven't rewatched the game, obviously.
I haven't.
And you were dying of heat stroke when you were watching the game.
I was.
But like when going into this game, Mister, we're gonna score 48 points, and you see the offense score 7 points the whole game. Were you not like there might be like there's some things we need to clean up, or are you just happy with
no? I
we
mean,
scored
you
on
could ask
50%
Von Joe.
of our drives, except the
Von Joe-
last drive that I made up.
Von Joe was sitting with me the whole game, and he can vouch for this. I was not. I don't want to say I wasn't happy, but I was like, man, we're better than this. Our offense is better than what this is. And that was evident. Like for me, I didn't look at it as, man, it's like Tua. I never said Tua sucks. I never said our offensive line sucked. I never was like, oh my God, this is, I can't believe I looked at it. And this is how I looked at it. I looked at it from, there's a lot of potential here. And
Lots of potential. And that's why I'm being so critical. Because
lots of room to improve.
Like
but
this team could be so
week
special.
One. If we go through, and I really don't. I feel like Buffalo is going to be an exception game. Like if we get killed by Buffalo for whatever reason,
we suck. If we get killed by Buffalo,
we need to keep up with Buffalo.
What do you mean, Stephen D? If we
This
can't
is the team we have to compare with
at home, we have a problem.
Buffalo's top 3 best team,
and we're in the same division. Do you not want to be top 3? Do you not think this roster has?
We're not there.
So what do you mean? What do you mean? You're going to be okay if we get blown out by Buffalo?
I'm not.
Dude,
even Tom Brady wasn't blowing us out, bro.
Man. I can't stand that.
Even Tom Brady wasn't blowing us out. No, but Steven, even Tom Brady and the Patriots,
we gave him smoke,
Can you listen to
man.
me, Nicky? Can you listen?
We were giving him the business, bro. We were hanging up there with them, man.
Right,
if we were hanging up with the Super Bowl Patriots, we got to hang in there with the Buffalo
Nicky,
Bills.
Can you listen? We have been mediocre for the last 25 years. We haven't made the playoffs in 6? And you're expecting me to say that, oh my God, if we're not better than the best team, one of the top 3 best teams in the NFL this year,
that
I need to say that
we're not
finish my
competing with
statement.
them. Go ahead.
That we suck. No way. I'm not going to think that. I'm going to be like, what did we do well? Where did we not do well at? We're not on their level yet. That's okay, but that doesn't mean we're not one of the top 7 best teams in the NFL. And that also doesn't mean that we can't catch them on a bad day later on in the year, whether that be the playoffs
Steven,
or in December.
That's not what we paid for.
Hilarious.
That's not what we paid for.
If y'all think that overnight we're just going to be automatically,
but is that not why we bought what we? Is that not why we did what we did?
Y'all got to give this team time to gel, man. You
got
to
give this
look.
It's a divisional game.
Look, give this team time to gel. No doubt. I think this team could be very, very special. Yep. The Dolphins have been mediocre since I've been alive, right?
Yep.
But even during that time frame, when the greatest quarterback of all time would come to Miami, he struggled. We competed. We defeated them. We haven't beat Josh Allen one time. We go out there, sign Teron Armstead, Jalen Waddle, re-sign our whole defense, and you want to tell me that we can't compete with Buffalo at home in September? I'm not done. I'm not done. You want to be a top contender team? You want to just sneak in and be the 7th seed and get blown out like New England did last year? Or do you actually want to win a playoff game? And if we can't compete, I'm talking about compete. Like, if you're going to be complacent with losing by double digits to the Bills when we have the best roster we've had in 22 years, I'm sorry. I'm not accepting that. I'm not okay with that. There's certain standards we have to hold ourselves to, and at least competing with our biggest division rival at the moment is one of those things we need to do. I'm tired of getting blown out at home, tired of Josh Allen walking around like he owns Hard Rock Stadium. It's unacceptable. It needs to change if we want to be the team that we want to be.
I respect that point of view. Here's the way I'm looking at it, and I think maybe it's a difference of what do we see as getting blown out, right? And we'll get to that in a minute. I just don't see. I'm not going to live in a fantasy world and say that we're already ready to compete or be better than Buffalo yet. Until I see it, I'm not going to say it. I'm just not.
I agree.
I need to see it. Now, second thing,
have to at least compete. Though.
I also need.
That's what I'm saying. You have to compete with this team.
Yes.
What I was saying is, like, you said you would be okay if we lost by 30 against, but like would not. I would not be okay if we lost by 30. But if we lost by 10 or 14, right? Like I want to. Was it a garbage time touchdown at the end?
What kind of 10 is it? Like,
did Nick Needham get burned on a player? Do you get what I'm saying? Like that, I can sit here and say, look, we were 1 or 2 players or 1 or 2 plays away from really, doing it, right? And so I look at it as I think that this team has the. I mean, again, I understand that our offense only scored 7 points, but we were able to get a couple field goals out of it. And I think with another play or 2 on different drives, we score, whether it's another field goal or a touchdown, and maybe it wouldn't have been a 40-day game, but I think we could have easily gotten to 27 or 30 or 35,
Right.
And I think the potential was there.
I want to make this very clear because the potential was there. But like my biggest thing with Tua is the ball protection and like the forced bonehead plays. And I believe if he corrects those, like he's good enough to win with. I truly believe that. But my biggest thing for year 3 leap with him is the ball protection and those forced plays. And the only time he gets in trouble is when he tries to be a superhero. Like you just got to learn to accept to see another day. And if he cleans that up, I think the sky's the limit for this offense. And like you said, it was week 1. We didn't run the ball either. Like to just say it was only on Tua for why we only scored 7 points. That's not acceptable either. We ran the ball for 64 yards. We averaged 2 yards per carry. That has to get better, and I believe it will get better. We also had 5 players play tackle in the game. I've never heard of that in my life.
Yeah.
So,
well, again, I didn't see.
Thank God Terarm's okay. AJ's injury seems a little more serious than we anticipated, so that's kind of scary. We got a lot of things to. Austin Jackson.
Okay.
Yeah. McDaniel said they're gonna have to put a couple more eyes on his injury, so take that with a grain of salt. Hopefully he's okay. Obviously we're thin on the offensive line. I'm very happy with the win though. I just expect I have a very high expectation for this.
I need you all to realize a couple things. There were a lot of good teams in the NFL that lost this weekend that are not going to suck or not going to make the playoffs when it comes down to the end of the year. I truly think that some teams. I mean, I said this yesterday. We're expecting teams that only played in some instances had no drives whatsoever in preseason. Right. To come out here and play 60 minutes of football week 1 and be firing on all cylinders. That just it's not going to happen. You have to there has to be a ramp up.
Right. But when that does happen, when they come out rusty, us, people that put our face and put our voice behind a microphone and give our honest opinion about a team, we have to call that out. Yeah, and I think what we've said is very objective, and it needs to be said. Shout out Tyreek Hill. It needed to be said. It's just constructive criticism. If we adjust the things that we're talking about, hell, I'll be the happiest person in the room. I think we all will.
And by the way, a tip ball does fall on the quarterback as well, don't it?
I don't know.
In that situation,
these DNs, Judon's a beast, by the way.
Nitpicking. I feel like that's nitpicking at that point.
No, I'm saying for people arguing, is it tipped or not tipped? Either way.
Look, here's
it wasn't going to get.
I have no comment on that.
If it's a low tip,
you're nitpicking at that. I feel like you're nitpicking.
That's what it was. It was a skim.
But what I will say, what I will say for the sake of the conversation, is I didn't leave that stadium feeling like, oh man, we left a lot of opportunities on the field. I left that field saying, man, let these boys get going. We're going to see some stuff this year. That's how I felt. I really felt like that.
But now here on a positive note, you just hit the nail on the head. So for me, was I upset with 7 points? Yes. But when I'm seeing Tyreek Hill up one hand, and then we threw him a bubble screen, he bounced off Terron Armstead and ends up taking off for 15 yards. I see Raheem Mostert putting someone in a blender on, I think it was his only catch for 15 yards. I saw Chase Edmonds do some good things with the ball in his hand. Like there was flashes, and you're 100% correct. And I thought the play design from Mike McDaniel was spectacular. The pre-snap motion, 75% of the snaps, we had pre-snap motion. We had this swing play where we had what's his face?
Second
Cedric
highest
Wilson,
in the NFL this
like
weekend.
Coming around the backfield, we're hitting him on the run. Like the play designing was so beautiful. It was something I've never seen. And the offensive play design from this year compared to last year, that was the biggest difference.
Hell,
I was loving that. We just need to execute
the last
better.
10 years. It's the best play calling we've seen
I
in the
agree.
last 10 years.
I mean, guys were open. If Tua hits Tyreek on that first play, tipped or not, whatever. I mean, that's a first play 75-yard touchdown, and Tua's stat line would have been ridiculous. Would have been insane. So do I think we left some points out there? Sure. But we also made up for a lot of points, 4th and 7 before the half ends. Tua steps up, delivers a great ball to Waddle, who, by the way, his 0 to 60 is phenomenal. He caught that ball, put his foot in the dirt, and was gone. I had never seen that. And we have Tyreek Hill, obviously. Like, he's his own specimen. But I just couldn't believe Waddle's 0 to 60. I just could not believe it. See, but here's the thing. I acknowledge the positive. I'm not going to sit here and be negative. There was a lot of good things that I saw, and there's a lot of bad things. And that's what you expect week one. But the flashes are there. The potential's there. The talent's there. But the errors are also there that we have to clean up. And that's just what happens on a week-to-week basis.
McDaniel's first game won TOP versus the GOAT coach. I mean, hey.
Bill Belichick was salty shaking his hand. Did you see that at the end of the game?
He was mad.
Like
dead fished him.
Well, I think McDaniel laughed as he was turning his head. He
did. He did. He did.
I didn't get a good view of the replay.
I love that. Good for McDaniel.
New head going up to an old head. He didn't care. He was like, whatever, Bill. I'm going to keep beating you.
He said, Stephen D, I love you, bro, but come on, man. Like, Tua is holding us back. Disagree with that. Disagree wholeheartedly with that.
I'm going to solve this debate in the chat. I'm going to tweet Judon myself and ask him if he tipped the ball.
I mean, yeah, if Matt Judon lets us know, man, wouldn't that be awesome if he could actually just be like, hey, I saw people just talking on Twitter. Yeah, just randomly just tweets and like, he's like, yo, just saw people were talking.
By the way, I want to say for the record, I said, I do feel that the Dolphins are going to go 3-1, but if we go 2-2 in the first four, I'm going to be perfectly. It's wins all day. So we got one of them. Now we have 3 chances to get one more win, and I truly believe that we're going to do that. Okay, and I'll be perfectly honest. I think we're going to beat Baltimore this weekend because Baltimore had a very difficult time with the Jets in the first.
They're a bit banged up again.
Very difficult time. They did. They had some injuries. I'm telling y'all right now, Miami's going to win this weekend, and we're going to be 2-0.
Kyle Fuller's out. Yeah,
I'm not going to give a score
Humphrey might not
this
be ready,
time, but And by the way, as far as my 40-0 prediction, there's going to be a couple of games this year we put up 40 points. Don't get it twisted. We're going to blow a couple teams out this year.
And we do play the Jets week 5. It's ready to go.
We're going to blow some teams out this year. And there's going to be some fun games where we're just going to be like, Super Bowl! I'm telling you, we will walk away from a couple of games feeling that way.
If we beat Buffalo week 3, I will get naked on the Hard Rock roof and throw money off the roof and tell everyone that we're going to the Super Bowl. That's my measuring stick. If we beat Buffalo at home, I'm sold on this.
Is that your hot take on Hot Take Tuesday?
Yes. If we beat Buffalo, I will be the first one pounding on the table. Dolphins go to the Super Bowl. Quote it, put it on a T-shirt. It is what it is. That's my measuring stick. Show me what we're about against the best. Like the last thing I want to see is the Dolphins go out there, go 10-7, and beat all the dog shit teams. And then anytime we play a team above 500, we lose.
Judon didn't get credited with the deflection. That's according to NFL.com. I'm not sure if a tip ball at the line counts, Cruz Ruiz says.
Damn.
I don't know.
Where else would it count?
Yeah.
Like where?
If it's
like in the secondary. I know he's okay. I got like a pass breakup is what he's saying. Gotcha.
Nicky Smokes is gonna show us his measuring stick.
Got him.
He'll be on the top of the stadium. Super Bowl. Super Bowl.
Yo, I was talking with Mark. I had Mark on my show yesterday, Steven.
But the Bills fan.
Mafia.
Okay,
dude, good person, good dude.
I like Mark. I don't know.
I thought he was going to come on and start like grilling me, and I was like,
Mark
is
a good guy, but people don't like me saying that because he's
he knows his football though, man. Like he knows the guys on our practice squad. Like
I just sent the tweet
out.
out.
Dolphins are a second favorite team. He said.
Go check it out.
That was a wild take.
Like I would normally say Buffalo's my.
I don't have a second favorite.
My least hated of the AFC East teams. He just straight up says the Dolphins are his second favorite team. Like that's crazy. Good on him,
Steven,
bro.
will you reshare my tweet so
He
people
watches
see
the
it?
games and stuff?
Yes.
I only have like 2 followers.
You think I have more followers?
I don't know. I only have Nando and Nicky are my only followers.
I think Smokes has the best shot of getting a response from Judon, man. You know.
Hey,
Should I just tweet him? Hey, man, we're having a huge
share my tweet, man. Share my tweet.
Real talk, Mr. Judon. You gotta let us know.
How do I?
Yeah, you know, if everyone in the chat just shared one person's tweet, man, Judon would definitely see it. But
guys, go follow Roach. I just put his link in the chat. Go follow Roach.
Yeah, what's up? Beef up, Mr. Roach, man.
Let's get his Twitter game up.
Oh, I can send it to Nicky through direct message. There it is.
I just retweeted it for you.
How'd you find it so fast? My Twitter game.
Twitter warrior.
All right, let me ask you, what about this defense, man?
Oh my God, I love it.
So nice.
I love this defense. So
I love Brandon's game.
Like that's my favorite part of this game. And Jalen Phillips didn't even have a game. I think he had one tackle the whole game.
He did not have a game, and I thought he was going to eat this year, and he's going to eat this year. Let's not get that twisted. But if he didn't eat, and we all know he's going to eat, bruh.
Oh God, I can't believe. I mean, early in the game, I was nervous with the run game. Like they were kind of killing us on those outside runs, but then we tightened it up and we didn't break. You know, like we bended a little bit, and we come up with turnovers, big sacks. I was very, 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 very happy with our defense. Granted, I mean, their best wide receiver was Devontae Parker. Their offensive coordinators were Matt Patricia and Joe Judge. But just the performance and the dominance that they put on display, scoring a touchdown and manhandling the Patriots the way they did. And the only reason why they scored is because of that horseshit penalty call on Xavier Howard. I mean, that was
happened
terrible.
there. I didn't see from my.
They called it a flag because he had his hand on his back. It was a terrible.
They showed
call.
the replay in the stadium and everybody booed, and I didn't even get a chance to look at it.
That was a terrible call.
Hey, they just I just found a tweet that explains why Noah was inactive.
Oh,
says,
was it because McDaniel wanted?
Chris Perkins. Chris Perkins. Yep. It was inactive due to game plan and matchup. So he didn't match up well against anybody.
So
who?
McDaniels is so good at that
worst
cover-up
wide
stuff.
receiver
That's why
crew.
No, that is code word for he sucks. He's not good enough to play here.
But
I know we're not supposed to say that at player.
Now, if it was like the Rams and they were like, he don't match up well, I'm like, okay.
He does not deserve to be on this 53. He doesn't.
I mean,
and the only reason he's here is his contract. That is it.
If they say he can't match up against the Ravens,
he deserves to be here.
BUST. Stamp it. It's done. Case is closed. And like we felt that way, but it's official. Like you can't dress week 1 without Byron Jones.
Dress week 1 with a banged up secondary and not dress.
BUST done. Write the check. Get them off. It is what it is. Man. Sorry. Congrats. You made it to the league. You're 22. Maybe you'll make a practice squad somewhere else. It's not working here. Goodbye. Period. End of story.
You don't care about the 5 or 6 mil, right?
For what? It's already calculated. Like it's already in the payroll. Like the expense is already calculated for.
I think if we keep him on the team, this is what somebody was trying to explain to me, that he's only going to cost $2 million against the cap this year. But if we release him, he will cost $6 million or 5 or 6.
Yeah, you might as well keep him then. You might as well. Who cares?
But who makes the call?
Oh, you think the $3 or $4 million?
Look, here's the thing. If McDaniel sees someone out there that he wants to sign and brings in, he'll have no problem getting rid of Noah. But if there's no one that he's ready to bring in right now, why are you just going to add an extra $4 million? Like keep him inactive if you have to. And
Who
then
makes
if
that
someone
call,
comes
though?
available and you have to make a roster cut, first person coming off is Noah.
Like for
But until
inactive, is
then,
that
like don't
is that
just piss the
McDaniel?
money away.
Well, I mean, I
It's on
assume that
Greer.
it's
Greer
a
definitely runs
combination
like
of
that.
McDaniel and Greer.
Yeah, I'd say 90% Greer. I just said McDaniel because, but
It
that's all
It
Greer.
pisses me off that it pisses me off that we care so much about $4 million that we allow somebody of his look. I'm just going to call it what it is. He's a trash player, man.
Inept.
He's terrible.
He's inept.
As long as we have players to call up instead of
I was
him,
trying
though,
to find like
it's
a
not a
polite
problem yet.
word
You
to
know,
call
Isn't
him.
that inept?
I don't have
inept is
inept.
polite.
later in the season, if we're just making him active because we have more injuries, then it's like, yo, we clearly saw you guys didn't have any plans for him, and you're only playing because we have a further banged up secondary. Then I'd be annoyed. But as of right now, if we're just going to keep making him inactive, save some $4 million, it's quote unquote
Right,
not
so
hurting us,
I am
but it's
interested-
not helping us.
I am interested to know what you guys think about Ezukama and River Craycraft. Because that's
I'm not
weird,
losing
right?
sleep over it. I think Craycraft.
No,
is
I'm
just a
not. I just
special
want to
teams
talk
guy.
about it. Like, why do you think that?
Right.
I'm not saying we lost sleep over it. I
Could have
didn't.
been versatility.
I thought it was weird. I
I'm
thought it
pretty
was
sure
interesting.
Craycraft played special teams.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's what I'm saying.
sure.
That versatility. So it's like, if we need some special teams, more
yeah.
of a also someone who can
I mean,
play
it is
receiver if need
surprising
be.
though. Like fourth round.
Ezukama
what are we
had-
getting,
yeah.
fourth round?
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely surprising. Like for him not to dress did catch me off guard. I'm not gonna lie. But McDaniel's probably thinking his mismatched matchups. I don't know. Maybe it's code. Maybe he's serious. I don't know.
I think that the Miami Dolphins are if McDaniel wants to say matchups, I'll think, okay, you might have a little bit of a legit argument there, McDaniel. But if that's why Ezukama didn't play over Craycraft and he needed more special teams, I don't know. I just thought it was weird. Noah, Tua, and Jackson should be gone. Thanks, Greer. Whatever, Pete. You're killing me, Pete.
I love when
Pete's-
people
for
donate,
Pete's
so you
sake.
have to read the comment. It cracks me up because I know when you don't want to read a comment, but you're obligated to.
Steven, you heard what Miami Kids just said, right? That if we beat Baltimore this Sunday, he will donate $1,000 to your show. But where's Miami Kids? I need to see this. We need to put this on record.
Yeah, is that like who's
Yeah, throw that on the big board right there.
Miami Kid, KIDD. I'm looking for it. I didn't see it.
Steven's looking for that one, man.
I'm just,
Dun-dun.
I don't want to hear from. I want to hear from the horse's mouth.
that gets you like 4 rows further closer
Steven,
to the
if
field.
Tua outplays Lamar on Sunday, I will do. No, he said if Tua plays out, there's an out there. We can win the game, and he'd be like, Lamar played better. So, kid,
Yeah,
you
you
need
gotta
to be
prove him wrong.
specific. You got to be
You gotta prove
specific.
him
Lamar looked good though.
You need to be specific, kid. We'll see what happens. You need to be specific, though. There needs to be a black and white here. There needs to be
Yeah,
no
I got to
gray
rewatch
area.
the Dolphins game, but I want to watch that Ravens game. Fortunately, means I got to watch Jets football.
It's just
but
Steven, when I was watching the game, like at no time was I except for when Waddle took off, right, for the touchdown. There was no time where I felt like excitement watching him play. It was boring. Like watching Tua play. It was, and I was because you get excited.
Are you
before
mad
the
at
snap.
that?
Yeah,
Does
because
that
I'm
bother
like,
you?
I'm like, okay, he's gonna go deep to Tyreek. He's gonna do this. This is gonna be available, right? And it just seemed like I watched the same game I watched all last year,
We won.
and anytime it was just like
We
I don't
won.
even know how to explain it, but it just wasn't what I was told every day on here when people tell me I'm an idiot that I was going to
You're
see.
not an idiot. You're a very smart
But-
man. I love you, but I don't agree with this statement. I don't think it,
What
there
part?
there were times during this game where I felt, man, I'd like to see more. But to say that it was boring, no, man, I was at the edge of my seat every time the Dolphins had the ball. I was ready to go.
No, that's what I'm saying. Before snap, I'm on the edge of my seat, and then he snaps the ball and he does the same thing, and I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm making sense.
I kind of get
Miami
you.
Kid said if Tua outplays Lamar, does that mean stats, kid? So it's stats. So if Tua has more touchdowns, more yards thrown, less, like what, you need to be specific. The outplays thing, you and I might see that differently. You need to be specific with this. Finn's Tailgate says Tua over Lamar for 1,000 all-purpose yards, touchdowns, all-purpose, and the win would be outplaying Lamar. All-purpose yards,
Stephen
touchdowns.
D.
Okay.
If I'm Chris Greer, I'm on the phone with the 49ers or Dallas right now, and I'm trading Bridgewater and Gesicki. Gesicki had 1 catch for 1 yard. Durham Smythe played 13 more snaps than him. And Dallas has Cooper Rush at quarterback right now. And I think we could add some depth on the offensive line.
It's got to go to Dallas, I think. And that's all they were saying on TV is how they don't have weapons or whatever besides CD Lamb, blah, blah, blah.
So you want to send who do you want to send over there, Teddy?
Send them Teddy and Gesicki.
I think you could get something decent back for Gesicki for someone that needs a pass catching slot receiver, because that's what he is. He's not a tight end. He's just a gigantic slot receiver. 1 catch, 1 yard, and Durham Smythe played 13 more snaps than him.
Durham.
I'm trying to think.
I'm saying, like, you could send Gesicki. I mean,
what do you want?
Kittle's
explain to me one more time. What do you?
That's
want
what I was
Dallas?
saying. I don't know what the Niners would be on the board because of Kittle.
I think our best bet is package deal to the Cowboys, Bridgewater, and Gesicki.
What do you want?
Just a depth piece on the offensive line. Whoever we could work out.
Go look at that offensive
sprinkle
line
right
now
on
and
top,
tell me
dude.
who you want.
Sprinkle Noah.
Okay, but
Yeah,
look
the
at our
Cowboys
offensive line
O-line's
right
banged
now.
I mean, I get it, but
I don't know if they have the
we
depth
need
to
depth.
trade pieces right now. They're pretty banged up.
I got you, man. Like that's where I'm getting at.
I remember Tyron Smith went down.
And they're not going to take
I think
anybody
they
off
had an
their
injury
line.
earlier.
They have injuries on their line.
Yeah, they're thin
That's what I'm
too.
saying. So they might be thin right now.
Too.
The Niners are probably a little
That's
deeper.
why Greg
but
gets
they
the big
need-
bucks.
I'm telling you, I feel like the best trade package we have right now is Gesicki to Green Bay.
No,
And
you tell me we get Ezekiel Elliott.
Teddy to Dallas, Gesicki to Green Bay.
We can do
Split
that.
it up a little bit.
Dallas got banged up.
Steve would take
Yeah,
Ezekiel
Tyron
Dude,
Smith
that roster
late.
is terrible.
Mm-hmm. That's what they were saying. They
crap.
might compete for Bryce Young, man.
Well,
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. It was
Dak's
it was
out for
wild.
6 to 8 weeks. Also,
that's a bad roster, dude. That is bad.
Marty Marr.
it's bad enough they might not even want
I
to
don't
trade
know
for
which
a
one is-
second.
Then
Type it
franchise
again,
tag
Marty Marr.
is hilarious, so that's crazy.
There's
One catch,
too many
1
comments
yard.
in here. Type it again, and I'll put it up.
One
One catch for 1 yard, franchise tagged. Love it.
I've got to hope it's a game plan thing, that maybe
Now,
against
let me-
Baltimore they
let me-
want to exploit it more.
Let me ask you guys a question. There were some good teams that won this weekend, and I alluded to it a little bit earlier. And I want you to put it in perspective of us, right? Like not firing on all cylinders. We're still building up momentum. Like Burrow had 4 interceptions, right? Seattle beat Denver last night. Everybody made Denver out to be this. You know how many people gave me crap that I said Denver was going to finish 3rd or 4th in their division? You know how many people gave me crap about
I said
that?
they were going to finish 4th. I've been saying they're going to finish 4th, but I'm a serial
Everybody gave
Russell
me
Wilson
crap.
hater. So
Everybody gave
Oops.
me crap about that take.
no, I
Vegas,
agree.
I still want to say Oakland for some reason. Vegas, who by the way I think is one of the best teams in the NFL, lost this weekend. Straight up lost.
Chargers look good.
There
Chargers
were
look good.
Yeah.
You know who else
I
looked good?
I've been agreeing though. I think the Broncos are
Shake
going to
money
finish
with the
4th.
$5 donation. He said, "Shout out to Smokes. I also found out he's a Gators fan. P.S. I apologize for Drake is overrated."
Hmm?
Nicky, do you hear that? Nicky's in the back.
So, but Geno Smith looked good. Did you see that?
I know.
Yeah, I
Looked
said
better than
Geno
Russell
Smith
last
is going
night.
to outplay Russell Wilson. Bada bing, bada
You
bam.
did. You called it. You called it. I remember.
Geno is the boy. I mean, I don't like Geno. I just don't like Russell Wilson. So there we go, man. I was so happy when the Seahawks won. Ruined it for Mr. Russ.
What did somebody say? Finn's fan 13 says Burrow had 4 interceptions and still drove his team down the field for a win, but the kicker missed it. But then see, you're looking at it from a glass half full. I can look at it from a glass half empty. If he didn't throw those 4 interceptions,
How
it never
mad
would
would
have
you
came
be,
to that.
Steven?
And
If your tight end had to go in long snap to your kick holder, Like you would be upset as a Dolphin fan.
We do
like,
have a tight end long snapping. Blake Ferguson's a tight end.
Is he?
Is he really?
Yeah. He's 6'1", 227, man. He's
I don't
definitely
look at who snaps our ball. I just assume.
Yeah, he's a tight end, bro. It's wild. Because Denny was technically a defensive end. He's a little bigger. But Blake Ferguson's small. I only searched it because someone was like, why doesn't Blake Ferguson be our center if he can snap so well? Well, it's because he's like 6 foot, 220 pounds. You literally cannot survive as a center in the NFL. You have to beef up a lot.
Burrow was also sacked 7 times and hurried 8. Burrow was sacked 7 times on Sunday with a brand new offensive line with 3 guys that cost $20 million each.
And look
15
what he did
to 20. It wasn't 20, but it was 15 to 20. I don't ever want to hear nothing about us if that's the case. They went out and spent all this money, got 3 great players, 2 of which I know I wanted here in Miami, and he was still sacked 7 times? Come on, guys.
The Steelers defense legit, though.
Hey, did you see the thing? He said, shout out to Smokes. I found out he's also a Gators fan. P.S. I apologize for Drake is overrated. Shake money.
Shout out Shake. Good man.
Shake is a good man. I love that guy. The stat line shows RW far outplayed Geno. Russell Wilson.
Geno outplayed Russ.
Dude, Geno beat Russell Wilson with the team that Russell Wilson said, I can't win games with trade me out of here.
That's a prime example with the Kid situation. If Kid says that Lamar outplays Tua, there's a difference of perception because I believe Geno outplayed Russell Wilson.
Russ said, these kids suck. Trade me out of here. I can't win anything with them. Geno Smith got elevated to starter and then beat Russell Wilson with his brand new team and his brand new weapons and his brand new toys. So suck it, Russell Wilson. Honestly.
Like, that sounds like Tua.
Tell me how you really feel, Nando.
I hate Russell Wilson's support. Like this is an overrated guy who won with the best defense of all time, an amazing running back, and then has never done anything else again. Lost Super Bowls. They've rated another ring.
You just said about Russell Wilson is what we've been saying about Tua this entire time.
I think Russell Wilson's definitely overrated, bro. I think he's at best the 8th best quarterback in the NFL, and he just lost to Geno Smith prime time with a better team. You just said he was
overrated and then said in the same sentence, at best he's 8th. Which one is it, Nando? You can't have –
Dude, there's people who will still tell me Russell Wilson's a top 5 quarterback his entire career, and I think at one point maybe he was top 5, and then he quickly fell out of that range, bro. Like Russell Wilson says,
I didn't say he was top 5, just throwing random facts out
there. No, I didn't even look at the comments. I'm talking about I'm talking about an argument I've had since 2013 with my buddies. I've got a Seahawks fan of a friend. So like this is a deep-seated anger coming out of here, bro. I do not like Russ, bro.
Really upset
he gave
about
Brady on the ring too, bro, for a foolish ass play, man.
That wasn't him, that was Pete Carroll.
Well, he threw the ball.
A real QB would have audibled out of it back to the run, bro.
My favorite thing is the old what's the show that they had on FX for years about fantasy football? The
League.
The League, and they had Marshawn Lynch on there doing a cameo, and they're at the beach, and he's like, "Just hand me the beer. No, I'll throw it to you, dude. Just run it over, man. I'll run it. It's nothing." No, I'll pass it to you. It's the funniest. It's the funniest, like 90 seconds ever. Love that show. Love that show. He goes, I like Geno, but he'll be good for 3 or 4 games, then choke and repeat it. Marty Marr says, I don't know. Look, it definitely sounds like you have some deep-seated anger there, Nando, about Russell Wilson.
Oh, yeah, dude. I've also bet against him so many times. Built up more. Would you have been mad if the
Dolphins went after Russell?
Oh, yeah, I did not want him, man. This is a guy who just runs around, hopes for a play, and just yucked it up. Was very lucky to have DK Metcalf, and it clearly didn't work with Jerry.
Crazy, Nando. Now that sounds crazy, Nando.
Look at some of his highlights, bro. The best Russell Wilson plays are not like the Herbert Mahomes plays you see of them like staying and launching it. It's Russell Wilson.
My positivity only extends to Dolphins players.
Then he just chucks it up, bro, and it works. And like you got to give credit to the magician. That's why I was never like, this is a top 5 QB who can succeed anywhere. He succeeds in the right spots.
Ken Rosa
right
says,
places.
and Russell still can't score at the goal line. Oh my God, man! Why all the Russell hate this morning? Unbelievable.
They hate him.
Funny.
Geno Smith beat him, bro. I was so happy. I was
crazy that they booed him, though. Could you imagine
That was
booing a
wild.
quarterback that won you a Super Bowl? That's wild.
They booed the crap out of him there, bro.
I like Russ. I would have clapped him up as he came in the stadium. That's a
Brady
beast,
got
bro.
a standing ovation back in Boston, bro.
What do you mean? Of course he is. He won 6 Super Bowls.
Yeah,
then.
that's different.
I mean,
that's 6. Russell won them 1
Super Bowls. Still, dude.
20,
Dan Marino didn't
win
win
wins
one.
us a Super Bowl,
no.
I'm giving them a standing ovation every day.
I would still clap
If
him up.
Tannehill won us a Super Bowl, Tannehill's the GOAT, okay?
What if Brady won the Dolphins a Super Bowl?
Smokes, you're killing me.
Why we both do that into the microphone?
I try to do it away, but I close my eyes, man.
I plead the fifth. Okay.
Oh.
I don't care who the fuck wins as a Super Bowl.
I'm having heart palpitations.
I plead the
before I'm
fifth.
dead, I'm good.
Plead it.
I would
Plead
get
it,
him.
plead it.
I'd have to get him a
Just
jersey.
what
after
if?
that,
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
And I refuse to play that game with you, sir. I'm not going to.
I would salute him. I would not clap him
caught
up.
up with the fan base.
I would salute Tom Brady.
Now,
I would
now,
not
Roach.
give some claps.
Roach, let me tell you
Silent
something.
salute.
So one of the things I did say to Von Joe watching the game, I said, as we're walking, as I was struggling walking out, I said, the fan base is going to kill each other tomorrow. Like I felt like there was, and it sounds like it happened. I was like, there's gonna be no in between. There's gonna be people that just could not stand the performance and saw everything wrong with it today. And then there's gonna be some people, and then there's gonna be another part of the fan base that's like, yep, we won, we did what we came here to do. Let's go. It's a good building block. I'm excited. Okay. There's no in between. So I knew that because of the performance that happened on Sunday, that it was going to be mayhem. And
did you know what side I would be on?
The other side, not my side. Not my side. But I'm assuming based on your comment when we first got on this morning that that's what happened across the platforms, the other platforms, content creators. Like, it sounds like there was dissension within it. Is that true?
Depends on what network you tuned into. Depended on what news you got. It was one of those type of things.
So everybody had there was no one like even on our platform here, you guys feel differently than I do.
Yep. So
I feel like you don't want to say how you truly feel.
That's a lie.
Or Steven.
Why do you say that?
Tell us how you really feel, bro.
I just feel like deep down, you could be more objective.
Is that what you're saying?
Here's what I know. We can do better. We can do a lot better.
Right.
And you know what? It's not, but it doesn't come from a place of, oh man, we left a lot of opportunities out on the field, even if that's what may be the case, right? It comes from, oh man, this is week 1, and this is the foundation we got, and this is what we're going to build up to. It's going to be a fun football season, boys. That's how, I'm not lying when I say that. Like that is how I feel about it.
Agreed. This 100%. Is the basis.
So what? I don't think I'm lying to anything, or even myself. There, I think that's how I feel.
Maybe it's the ceiling.
Who am I to tell you how you feel? Fair enough. My bad.
What'd you say, Nando?
If this is the ceiling, it's just scary. But if this is the basis and we can build up from it,
if this is the ceiling, we suck.
Yes, I will say that. If it's the ceiling, we suck. But it's not the ceiling, and we know it's not. All 22 came out, and everybody started making crap up to fit their narrative. Both sides. That's a very accurate statement.
There's only really one play in contention, and it's over if a ball is tipped. Like that's the only thing in contention.
I don't think there's just one play in contention.
What other play would people be arguing about?
Some content creators only talk positive if Miami Dolphins pay them. Miami Dolphins don't pay me a daggone thing in any way, shape, or form.
I know who he's talking about. That's funny.
At all. Okay, I didn't know if Pete was talking about me. I'm like,
no, he's not talking about you.
But I talk positive a lot, and I get a lot of crap for it.
There's a lot of things to be positive about. There's also a lot of things to be objective about.
Well, Rashad said there's more. What is it?
There's more Roach than there is me. I think that's what he means by that. There's more people that feel like you than feel like me.
I think
like there's more people that are feeling like Roach than Steven.
I thought he was saying there's more things that people are upset with and debating than.
Well, I mean, I think that's true. Yeah. But if we get, let me ask you, if we go 3-1, let me ask you a question, Nicky. If we go 3-1, But the one loss we have is Buffalo, and we get blown out by them. Okay. And blown out is a blowout. Like we're talking 20 points. Okay. But we go 3-1, and we beat Cincinnati on the Thursday night. How are you going to feel?
I'll be happy that we're 3-1. Of course, I'll be happy that we're 3-1. But like, I'll stand by my statement. I don't think my bar raises for this team until I see us compete with Buffalo. What are we going to do? Just never compete for the division? Are we going to go to a playoff game like the Patriots and lose by 50? Of course, I'll be happy with 3-1. I'll be fired up if we're 3-1. I'll be going crazy if we're 3-1. But if we can't even compete with Buffalo, I mean, like, that's not cool, man. Like, it's a division rival, and like, we haven't beat them since 2017. We haven't beat them since Josh Allen's been their quarterback. Like, you have to compete. Like, 3-1, you're not going to hear me up here. Oh, we suck. We suck. Obviously, we have a good football team. We're just not on that level. Like, we're not on that next tier, you know? That's just how I feel. Like, that's my measuring stick, especially at home. Because when we go to Buffalo, it's 49ers, Chargers, straight into Buffalo, freezing cold, Green Bay Packers.
But EM said something.
All right, I have it right here. I was going to play it after his thing. Stephen D., how can you definitely say this isn't Tua's ceiling? What we saw from Tua on Sundays, what Tua has been for the last 3 years?
I think that's a fair take. I
definitely.
The thing for me is what I saw. I know it's only week one. What I saw from Tua though in week one. So just based off what I've seen, not what I think or what my opinion is, based off what I saw week one, he looked the exact same as he did last year. And if I'm wrong, tell me an improvement.
I don't think you're wrong. But I think the personnel around him is better, so we'll make him
way better. Way better. That's why he threw for 270 and not 225.
Yep. And it would have been 300 had he had a couple of passes back or completed or not dropped.
If that ball to Tyreek gets completed, add 75.
I was about to say we're talking
two touchdowns.
Yeah. And then it's a totally different story, right? Everybody's talking differently then.
I think that's the only reason why people are like quote unquote like complaining is because it could have gone a tale of two ways.
It's a very good.
You could have gone either the bigger game with the big touchdown or you had the fumble and the picks, whatever it turns out to. It could have gone one or the other.
And Yak, I just saw that comment. That's a great point. Yak, like last year, you weren't yakking anything with Devontae Parker and Matt Collins. Now you got Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and all these speedsters, Raheem Mostert, Chase Edmonds. They're yakking the hell out of that, and I'm fine with that. Like pad the yard stats all day. That was our goal.
Steven?
Remember, our goal was to yak.
What's up, Stephen and panel? Yeah, game wasn't perfect by all means, but I think the only one team clicking on all cylinders was Kansas City, who put up 44, but everyone else was sloppy. Not Buffalo. Buffalo looked like they were firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, I think he means from like the Sunday slate and like the Monday.
Okay. Yeah. But Buffalo and Kansas City, I think, were the only two teams that looked.
The Vikings look great.
Oh, Vikings. Yeah, I forgot about them. All right, so three teams out of the NFL.
It's the NFL too. Look, I wasn't expecting click on all cylinders, 50-point burger like you were. I told you, I did expect more than 7 points. I did expect that, and I thought I was going to see a lot more improvement from Tua, but I saw the same Tua.
Color brings up a good point. He said his average last year was 204 yards per game. How is 270 not a ceiling? I don't think 270 is a ceiling. And by the way, maybe that also says to Nicky's argument, name and difference from last year. If his average was 204 and he got an extra 66 yards.
Based off the yak? That sounds about right. That sounds about what happened.
But again, that's what we expect when you add these guys.
But we said, and Roach, I even said this. What did I say? I said he doesn't have to get that much better. He doesn't have to have this huge jump. He needs to be a little bit better, and the numbers around him are going to go up because the personnel's better. And if he's a little bit better, and to Nicky Smokes' point, better ball.
That's it. That's
protection.
It for me.
But what's weird
that's
is
an improvement. That's an improvement
Steven,
from last year.
But that's what I didn't
what's
see.
Wrong
that's what needs to be better.
He didn't turn the ball over.
People who've been critiquing
not for the lack of not trying.
God willingly.
Not for the
God
lack
willingly.
of not trying.
Steven, people who've been critiquing Tua this whole offseason have been saying what you just said and being told they're haters for it. But now everybody's coming over and be like, this is what you get. What do you want? This is who Tua is. And we're like, that's what we've been trying to tell you for 2 years. This is who he is. And now you're telling me this is it?
That take is where, as in a fan base, we need to be in our evaluation of Tua. Are you talking about Color's take, EM? Or whose take? I'm just interested to know.
Boom.
I know I'm looking. Kyle Murray's average yards per game last year was 270. Irony?
Yeah, but then Kyler rushes and stuff.
Are
And
you
I know
just
that'll be
are you
brought
just
in.
going to ignore what I just said?
What did you just say? I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to pay attention to the chat for the first time, and now I'm getting yelled at for not paying attention to you. See, if I do one, I'm missing out on the other.
Man.
I'm ignoring somebody.
Both, Steven.
I can't. I'm a man. I can't multitask.
You didn't start reading chat till after what I said.
What did you say?
You can go back and watch it. It doesn't. I was all emotional about
Everyone,
it.
please pause for a second.
Know?
Steven's gonna go rewind the show.
I'm not rewinding it. Just tell me what you said.
I feel disrespected.
I'm sorry. Now you know how the chat feels every day when I ignore them, and I don't mean to. I'm trying to multitask.
Yep.
It's so difficult hosting and running a show.
Man.
You'll be all right.
I know Smokes heard me. I know Nando heard me. Thank you.
I'll ask you guys, what did he say?
He said, Stephen D, it was Smoke's take. That's what EM said.
Oh. What did you say?
I've said a lot of things.
I know.
What was EM's comment? I think I'll refresh my memory.
He said that take needs to make a look at our evaluation of Tua.
Can you put it up so I could read it?
No, because it's all the way back up here.
What was it?
We
need to look at our evaluation as a fan base of Tua.
Yeah.
I think he's just agreeing that I said like we saw the same Tua as last year.
Right. And that's basically what I was saying.
Right.
Yeah.
And
look the same. Like if Tua doesn't put the ball on the ground or doesn't throw that bonehead should have been interception against the Patriots, like I'm fine with that. You know, like I know what he is. I know who he is. I know who he is. I know what he is. If he just stops putting the ball on the ground or having that one, I'm going to try to be a superhero and then gift the Patriots an interception because he made the same mistake last year, week 1. Remember when he tried to be a superhero, he rolled out, he threw that pass and it got intercepted. It almost cost us the game.
And then
that
a few weeks
interception 2 days ago, that could have brought the Patriots back in the game. So like those are just the things he needs to clean up. He's never going to be Herbert. He's never going to have that arm. I know who Tua is, and with the weapons around him, I think he could be good enough. But he has to clean up that turnover thing, and he needs to learn when to take a sack and hold on to the football.
I think we can all agree on that. It's just whether you believe if he can improve or not.
The only thing I added to that was the people who've been saying, Steven, this is who Tua is for the last 2 years have been crucified.
Mm-hmm.
But now the people who support Tua nonstop are saying the same thing we've been saying for the last 2 years. And I think it's kind of messed up.
I just know if this is my bad.
No, go ahead, Nicky. No, go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, if this is the same Tua that we see from week 1 to week 18, I believe the Dolphins will be on the phone for another quarterback.
But I don't think this is what we're going to see from week 1 to week 18. I think we're going to see,
and that's fair. That's fair. And I agree with that because I'm being optimistic, and I believe this team will get better week in and week out. I'm just saying, like, if we took week 1's performance and just duplicated it 18 times, I don't think that's enough to keep his job.
We're 17-10. This kid has a defense that does not give up leads and complementary special teams and players. Tua is fortunate and will never be Skyler.
Oh, that's the first name.
Or Burrow. They're big guys for one. What in the world, man?
Steven,
you thought it was a different type of conversation.
Go ahead.
What do you think? Like, say the Chargers had a gun to their head and they had to accept a trade offer. How many first-round picks would a team have to give up for Justin Herbert right now?
5.
And what would you have to give up for Tua?
1.
First round pick?
Yeah, I think 1, maybe 2.
Okay, now you're lying to yourself.
Okay,
there's
1.
no way you think 2 is worth 2 first round picks.
Maybe
Okay,
one.
I said 1. I said 1, and you questioned it.
Okay, and that's fair. That's fair. You could have that.
I think he was questioning like a round down, maybe.
I think that's the absolute best offer in the world. That
you would get a first round pick for Tua. You would get.
What about what about Lamar?
2 or 3.
Yeah. Okay. My point. That's all.
2 or 3.
I mean, you could argue that's because of contract. I wouldn't give more than 2, 3 picks.
Just like Utopia Society. Like, what would you give up? Just draft capital only. What would you give up
for who?
I think we'd be lucky if we got a second round pick back for Tua right now.
But I'm not even going to indulge. I'm not even going to indulge in this conversation because you're trying to bait me into.
You got to give me your entire draft.
I'm not trying to bait you. I just want you to see where we're at with him. Like we took him 5th overall, and he's not worth the investment that we put into him. He's not. Like it's lost value.
We can't get a refund on the
value has quadrupled.
I have a very difficult time saying that. Because
we can't just give him to Dell and be like, give us a 5th rounder next year.
According to the way of thinking, you would say that Tua is a bust.
I just don't think he's a 5th overall pick so far, based off what I've seen.
Now I have said that. I have said that he's not a 5th overall pick.
I'm not putting BUST stamp on him like Noah.
I'll even say this. I'll even take it a step further, Nicky. If he was drafted with picks 20 or higher, I'll say 25 or higher. Let's say 25 or higher.
Right.
Late first round, early second round. I think we'd be very excited for what this kid has done so far.
Like a Rogers Marino guy.
Yeah, I think the way we would look at him is differently. We'd look at him differently.
Like if he'd actually taken the slip from his injury.
Well, we would 100%. Look at him differently only because he wouldn't be compared to Herbert and everything he did.
Correct. 100%.
Right. But that's not the case. Like he was 5th overall. Like that's the thing.
Does anyone think he would have actually fallen to 18?
No. He would have went to 6 right after. Like whoever we didn't take, the Chargers were taking.
Yeah, like that's why I wanted it's always been my thing. It's not like the Chargers were like, oh, genius. Like
they got lucky. Like I feel like if the Chargers were picking 5th, they probably would have took Tua. I don't know, maybe, but they got our sloppy seconds, and it turns out the seconds taste better, just like Thanksgiving.
If we had gotten Herbert, though, I think the Chargers definitely would have still gotten Tua. They wouldn't have been like, oh, we know that guy's not the guy, and then just passed on him.
But hey, like I said, I know who Tua is. He's not worth 5 first-round draft picks like Herbert, but I think if he cleans up the pocket awareness, like holding on to the football,
and
you think he can improve by week 2?
For the record, to me, it doesn't. Yeah. It doesn't even matter at this point because all I need this man to do is put us in a position to win football games and not lose football games. And I believe that he has.
Game manager. That's what he is.
Well,
you just need him to be good at it.
I don't think I would not. I understand the stats.
Do something. He's the best at it, man.
Show you that he's a game manager. But I think Tua can help us win some football games too. And that and a person that can do that is not just a game manager. Right. My opinion.
My thing is, and like I don't want to beat him up because like there were some good things that he did, but like I've said, got to hold on to the football. Can't have those bonehead interceptions. I want to see how he does later in the season when it's cold and we're going on that stretch, when we're playing the LA teams, we're playing Buffalo, we're playing Green Bay. And when it turns into those shootouts or we need to rally, can he be that guy that leads the troops? I'm not saying he has to be Herbert, but is he the leader that's going to have this team fired up, ready to play? Yeah, we got punched in the gut, but we're going to get back up and we're going to keep fighting and we're going to trade blows with them until the clock hits 0. I have not seen that thus far.
You guys want?
I would not say every leader has to fire you up. If you can at least calm them down and say, steady.
Like I'm not saying like you have to rah, but like you got to be the leader. You're the quarterback of the offense. You got to be the leader. Yeah. Like boys, look at keep your head up. Let's go. Like we're gonna push the ball down the field. We're gonna come up.
Chin up, stay calm. Yeah, because that's what I think Tua is more of that kind of leader. Like chin up, stay calm. But I agree. Like he at least has to lead.
All right.
No, Tua is the type of leader. I've seen this in the military where they go in the back office. The real leader tells you what to say and what to do, and then you go out there and you mimic him. And then after you leave, he's like, "Hey, everybody, respect him. He's the guy. He's in charge." That's what he is.
So you've made it on Twitter or in the world when people start making memes about you. Okay, so Level 2 Dude, by the way, is the GOAT of this. Nicky's laughing, and I don't know if you know what.
I don't know what it is, but you said level 2 noob, so I already know.
I've seen it.
Like, I can't wait.
I've got to turn my Twitter notifications again.
He
Turn them off for
goes,
the game.
I found this rare pre-game ritual of Stephen D singing to his Tua poster to get hype. Can y'all hear it?
I love you like la 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 la. I love you like la 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 la. I love you like la 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 la.
I love level 2 noob.
I love level 2. I love level 2. That's my guy. That's my guy. Him and Waddle. Those are my 2 guys right there.
Oh my God. You're killing me, level 2 noob. I'm retweeting it because it is funny. All right. Let's hit the reset, Roach. All right. Give me some music.
Da-na-na, da-na-na.
Miami Sports Music, #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers, right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. It is Hot Take Tuesday. Yeah, #1 producer in the land, Roach, is in the building. Very positive, very optimistic. Thinks the Dolphins are going to win the Super Bowl with Tua as quarterback, and he's going to win MVP. Right?
I would love it, but don't put words in my mouth.
Okay. All right. I also have Nicky Smokes and Nando Talk co-hosting as they do each and every Tuesday. Nicky has an amazing channel called The Smoke Show on YouTube. Check it out. It's really awesome.
Broke 1,000.
Broke 1,000 people. You're monetized now, cuz.
Broke 1,000.
Where's the applause? Let's go. Make sure you check it out Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. At what time, Nicky?
5 to 6 p.m. on The Smoke Show right here on YouTube. 5 to 6.
All day, baby. All day. And then Nando Talk also has his own show, not only on his stuff, but also on another amazing network, right?
Yeah, Miami Sports Fanatic Show. You know, we go there Mondays at 8. Didn't go recently, but we'll be getting it. And I also do, and starting on Thursdays, you know, a little 3 to 4 p.m. quick action.
On your show, on your channel?
On my channel, Nando Talk. Will be good to rock it there, man.
And Nando's pretty big on Twitter, so make sure you're following Nando Talk on Twitter.
Where do I find you on Facebook? That's funny.
On Facebook, bro. Dude, my Facebook is essentially, I'm Fernando Jr., so my dad's friends find me on Facebook, and they add me thinking I'm him, and they're like, hey, I haven't talked to you in 25 years, 30 years, bro. Nice to see you, man. And it's like, yo, that's my dad in my profile picture, man, but I'll let him know you say what's up.
We're having fun today on Hot Take Tuesday. If you like what you're watching or you don't like what you're watching and you're mad at somebody's takes, hit the like button. Help us grow, okay? And while you're at it, if you could also donate to the channel, okay? If you need tickets for this coming up Sunday's game in Baltimore or any game in the future, make sure you guys check out agreatplacetosit.com. Again, agreatplacetosit.com. Give them a call. Don't buy your tickets online. Give them a call at the number up there. And when you call them, say, hey, look, I want to use the code word DWA, and they will give you 5% off your tickets and no ticket fees. No ticket or service fees. That's awesome. That's good stuff. You can't beat that. That's a great deal. You're not getting it anywhere else. So make sure you guys do that. Also, we're going to have a big time in Baltimore this weekend in the Baltimore Beatdown Saturday night. We are having a meet and greet, a fan meet and greet. So I think there's going to be like 150 of us at this thing. It's going to be good times. I'm pretty excited about it. We're going to have, it's free to come out. Doesn't cost anything. We're going to have raffle for Dolphins items and sports memorabilia, special menu for Dolphins fans, drink specials, and a portion of all the proceeds will go to charity. We'll have a live DJ there, DJ Sick Turtle, along with another DJ that he's also bringing too. We got a live podcast I'm going to be setting up for probably an hour Saturday night. And we're going to be doing some stuff up there so that way you guys can get in on the action. It'll be good times. I'm not sure what time I'm going to go on yet, whether it's going to be from 7 to 8 or 8 to 9 or 9 to 10. But I will be doing an hour, and once I figure out what time it is, I'll let you guys know for the people that are not coming and will just want to get in and hang out. If you guys want to come in on Sunday, there's about 20 tailgate tickets left. Baltimore Beatdown 2022, the Sunday Tailgreeter VIP tailgate at Jimmy's Famous Seafoods tailgate. So we're going to have our own little VIP section for Dolphins fans. It's going to be awesome. All you can eat and drink, alcohol included. You're going to get a swag bag. And let me tell you something. The swag bag alone is worth more than what the tailgate cost, because when you see what you're going to get with the swag bag, it's worth every penny of what you pay. All $100 for the tailgate. All you can eat, all you can drink, the swag bag. But wait till you see what I got. This ain't just regular stuff. I got one thing in here that alone is worth 3/4 of what you pay for on its own merit. Okay, it's a big deal. And then we got the live pregame show, the Tail Greeter pregame show, just like we had set up in Miami last week. We're going to be set up in Baltimore for that this week, which I'm excited about. Special performance by the Honorable Solo D. And we got tailgate games, raffle items again. It's going to be good times. It'll be near Lot H, 33 West Austin Street in Baltimore. Okay? It's near Lot H, 333 West Austin Street. It's hosted by Valley Fanatics, ourselves, Miami Sports Music, and Jimmy's Famous Seafood. So we want to see you out there Saturday night and Sunday morning. It's going to be good times. I hope to see you all at the tailgate. It's going to be awesome.
Hey, Stephen D, I got to run, brother. My bad.
You got to get out of here.
Yeah, I got to go to the doctor. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Love all three of you guys.
We're not leaving, by the way. Just Nicky's leaving. Because we're going to get ready to talk about this Baltimore game.
Just a high.
Pleasure, bro.
Yep. Love y'all, boys.
All right, man. Be easy. All right. Let's talk Baltimore. You ready to talk some Baltimore?
Is there a trade?
Huh?
Is there a trade with us in Baltimore?
No.
Oh,
Let's talk about
I'm ready.
Baltimore. Ravens, Miami traveling to Baltimore for week 2 game. Nando, I'm gonna start with you, man. What are your thoughts about this game?
So it's going to be this is going to be our first, I guess, tested game for the Dolphins. We were all saying that the Patriots were a game that we were supposed to win, but the Ravens are finally a team that we get to test our mettle against. We beat them last year. There was the excuses that they were banged up. Now we finally get to see whether our defense can stop a very good offense, especially good rushing offense. And if if our offense can hang with such a good offense. I think Tua's going to improve, bounce it back. A win's going to be tough, but we're going to have to hang tough if we're going to contend with such good AFC teams, honestly. Do you think Tua makes those adjustments we're talking about, the better reads, not putting the ball on the ground, unleashing this off? Do you think it's to that end?
You're breaking up. I didn't hear. Did you hear the last part of what he said? Say it again.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, I see my Wi-Fi is a little shoddy right now. I was saying,
you got to get that good Wi-Fi.
Dude, I know, man. I gotta get
wireless.
Roach and I were talking about it. I gotta get wired, man. I gotta tap in. Do you think we make those adjustments though? For year 2? Like for week 2, do you think we were talking about how Tua would get better ball placement, better into the unleashing that explosive offense? Do you think we're gonna see that, or are we gonna have to wait another week? Can we contend?
No, I mean, look, I'll say this from my standpoint. I don't know if Roach feels differently or not. I believe that Miami is good enough to beat Baltimore. Let me just throw that out there. And I believe that we will beat Baltimore. I think the improvements of what we need to see are going to get cleaned up against Baltimore. I think, I don't know how their secondary is or their defense compared to New England's. I'd say it's probably on par, maybe a little bit better. But I think the improvements that we need to make on offense are going to be made. And that comes from a standpoint. I think that this team's going to progress and get better as we go further into the season.
Well,
Roach?
I just want to point out, Baltimore rushed for 63 yards yesterday, or on Sunday.
They only rushed for 63 against the Jets defense.
Yes.
And we clearly have a better defense than the Jets.
Lamar Jackson only had 17 yards, and then Kenyon Drake had 30.
What did Lamar throw on Sunday against the Jets?
17 of 30 for 213, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if they do those numbers against us, we're beating the Ravens. We are straight beating them on everything.
Even the 3 touchdowns?
I don't think it's such a
Even the 3
take.
touchdowns?
Yeah. I think we're going to put up 25 24 plus points. I feel very confident that we're going to put up 24 plus points against Baltimore. What did the Jets offense do against them? And that's not saying much. I get it.
The Jets, they passed for 295 yards, 83 rushing yards.
They threw for 295 yards?
Yep.
And so they had more passing. They had better numbers than the Ravens, and they lost. Yep. That's what you're telling me, right?
Yeah. So he only threw, Joe Flacco threw one interception.
We are winning on Sunday. Why is this even a conversation? Why is even this a conversation? We're gonna beat them on Sunday. I'm not saying we're gonna kill them.
Here's the problem.
But we're gonna beat
40
them.
burger.
I did.
We got a 20 burger. Now you're saying 24 burger. So we're looking like a 12 burger.
No, that's not how this works. You can't use that logic with me, Roach.
And whatever I predict seems to go the opposite.
So what are you predicting?
I don't know. I'm trying to. That's what I've been thinking about all day. I was like, I know what I want to say, but
you have to be honest. You have to be honest with it.
Or do I do like the magic cup thing and just stick with what I've been doing because it's been working for us?
No, you got to be honest because I think that's part of it.
I think we win.
I think we win too. We're gonna be 2-0. And again, we both said if we start out the season 2-2, we're good. Didn't matter how we got.
I didn't say that. You said that.
Oh, you don't believe that?
No. I need to see 3-1.
Boy, I tell you, if we come in 3-1, bro, we're going to the Super Bowl. I don't care what anybody says.
Hey, I'm just saying that's what I want to see is 3-1.
All right, maybe not 3-1, but we're definitely winning a playoff game at 3-1. We're winning the Super Bowl if we go 4-0. That's how I'll do it. That's how I'll say. We go 4-0, we're winning the Super Bowl.
Now Roach just cursed us. Because I switched what I'm doing.
Nando, are you having trouble in the back? I'm pretty sure that's why Nando had to leave for a second. Kevin Lee says, hey, Steven, do we run zero blitz at Lamar like we did last year? Yeah, of course. We're putting 8 men in the box. Yes. Our secondary is good enough to take up all their trash wide receivers. And I did say trash.
You think Kadir performs again?
I am. I'm going to flip-flop. It's going to happen.
You think Cater performs again?
Huh? Cater?
You think Cater holds it up again?
Oh, yeah, of course. Who? Love that guy. Love that kid.
Because that'll determine the zero blitz. I was trying to listen on my phone while I fixed the internet. I think that'll determine if we zero blitz it or not. If we have confidence in that secondary, if we think Brandon Jones repeats, we're good.
Stephen D, you know the numbers don't tell the full story. They could have been working with short fields and great field position due to the defense. I mean, that's possible too, but fact of the matter is
that's our story.
Yeah, the Patriots didn't get past the 40-yard line except for one time the entire day.
Yeah. How many times we get in the red zone?
Who, we?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nando, you know? Somebody said it on a stream yesterday. I can't remember what they said, though. It was like once, I think, they said. Once or twice.
We weren't as efficient as we should have been, honestly. It needs to improve.
I like that answer.
I like how many times
we were as efficient as we should have been. It's such a good politically correct answer. Nope, just answer it just like you did, Nando. That's good. Don't fall for Roach's madness. Don't fall for Roach's madness.
I'm bad at math, bro. I don't know how much percentage we were in the red zone. Especially at an 8, you're asking a lot of fractions from me, brother. It's gonna go a little shoddy.
Jets had the ball for 32 minutes and 30 seconds. The Ravens had the ball for 27 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah, they ran the Michael Carter Breece Hall duo a lot from what I can see. I still have to rewatch that game. The condensed 45 minutes.
Would y'all be mad if I said we're putting up 40 against the Ravens?
The 40 burger guy.
We're putting up 40. No, I don't think we're putting up 40. But I would not be mad if it happened, and I could totally see a world where it does. But I'm going to say 24 plus is where we're at. That's what I'm ready to say. I'm ready to say 24 plus. But I do think that the Dolphins are going to have 3 games this year plus. 3 plus. I'm not even going to put a cap on 3. 3 plus where they score 40 or more. this year. 3+ games.
Any idea where besides the Jets? That's 2 of them right there. That's 2 games right there.
He said the Jets are 2. Let's go.
Week 5, week 18 on lock, 40+ points.
Crystalakis says, Steven, would you be mad if the Dolphins put up 40 points against the Bills but lose the game? Man, that is a good question.
I would not. If it's like 43-40.
I'm not going to run away from that question. I'm going to say, would I be mad? I think I would. And here's why. It would have nothing to do with the offense. It would have everything to do with the defense, because the defense is supposed to be a top 5 defense, and a top 5 defense should not allow 40 points. I don't care who you are.
One of the best offenses in the NFL is going to elevate to keep up.
It is.
With
I get it. I get it. I understand that. But I think our defense will be the reason we win or lose that game. It won't be the offense. I think our offense is going to keep up because they're going to have to. You think we're going to try? They're going to have to open up that playbook for Buffalo.
Yeah, but it's week 3.
I would be
if
mad.
they beat up on Cater.
I'd be upset.
If Josh Allen is beaten up on Cater, I'm not going to be too mad at Cater, undrafted free agent, in his 3rd start ever.
I can name 2 of them: Houston and Detroit. We do play Houston this year, don't we?
Yeah,
and Detroit, and the Jets. We'll say the Jets won out of the 2. Houston, Detroit. I mean, I'm telling you, it's 3+. Don't cap it at 3, but there's your 3 right there. I like it.
So here's what scares me. They got into our zone 6 to 7 times, our defense. You know what I mean? That's like, I know our defense is great, and I'm super happy with how they perform, but 6 or 7 times they got in. According to Bill Belichick.
Who?
That's what Bill Belichick said in his press conference. He says, we got into their zone 6 to 7 times, only came away with 7 points.
They got on the opposite. So they played within 10 yards of the 50-yard line. Okay. They never got past the 40. They never got past the 40. Not just one time.
Okay.
Just one time. That was the time they scored.
I'm just telling you what he
entire
said.
game.
I don't know why you're arguing me. I'm just telling you what Belichick said.
Well, Belichick's freaking ridiculous. That's such a stupid. Anyways, I'm just saying.
So, what else?
I don't know what to tell you.
Belichick doesn't say a lot in his press conferences.
Andre V said 2 times. They did 2 times. Oh, I thought it was once.
Dang, it must suck to be wrong all the time.
I love you so much, Roach. Okay, it was 2 times. Belichick is old and senile.
He is. I don't know what he's doing with his roster, man.
Well, I was trying to look up how many times we went in the red zone, and every website, the only place that has it is PFF, and I'm not paying to find that out.
Yeah, no way.
How much is PFF?
I don't know. Didn't even click to find out.
Click to find out. We'll pay it if we need to. See that stuff?
Premium stats.
Oh my God, bro. Noob, you didn't.
79 for the year.
That ain't me, though. That's not my face, noob. That's not my face. Nice try, though.
Do I need to go to Twitter?
Yeah, but, I mean, that's not my face, though, noob. I can't with noob. He goes, did you know that before Clock Blockers, Stephen D was a theater nerd?
So? That's cool, right?
That's too funny.
Oh, I see what he transferred your...
Face over Patrick Swayze's. 18 more points to go.
Kind of looks like...
It kind of looks like Alex more than it does me.
Oh, my God. What is that? Ah!
Or Nicky. Actually, it looks like Nicky a little bit. Doesn't look like me. That face does not look like me. I'm just throwing that out there.
Good deflection.
Yes. Okay. Dolphins 0 for 2.
No answer yet from Matt Judon, by the way.
Okay.
I'm telling you, if at least half the people in the chat, if another 60 people retweeted it.
Well, I added him. That means he'll see it, right?
Notifications on or off. That's what I'm saying. If more people retweet it, the more it'll hit his notification, and then it'll definitely pop up.
And don't forget, Steven, you got $1,000 coming from Miami Kid. Let's go. Miami Kid, we're holding you to that, cuz. Were you serious? I'm going to give you an out, but you got to put it publicly.
It's on the internet, bro. It's forever.
But let me tell you, if you're serious, we're holding you to it. We are definitely holding you to it. All right. What do you think if our offense only scores 10 points next week and we lose 13-10? I don't think our offense is going to score only 10 points. But to answer your question, because I want to answer your question, I would be very upset. I'd be very upset if that happened. I don't think it's going to happen. Baltimore's defense isn't that good. So I'm just throwing that out there. They're not that good. If you guys want to ask us a question, go ahead and put Ask Panel, hashtag Ask Panel a question. Ask Panel a question, hashtag Ask Panel. Put that in the chat, and we'll answer any question you guys have. Guys, hit the like button, donate to the channel, help the channel grow.
Like it up, comment afterwards, because the live chats go away.
I'm in Discord arguing with people.
Oh, Discord. Yeah, get on Discord.
Yeah, I had to mute Discord and Twitter at the game.
Of the tip ball that wasn't tipped.
Ooh, that's anonymous.
I know.
I know. I was reading Discord. Let's see. Which do we see Azukama? I hope this week. I mean, honestly, there's no need for Azukama at the moment.
Versus the Jets.
I don't think there's a need. I mean, there's not a need for him right now.
Yep. I think he'll dress
He's
for
a
the
luxury.
Jets.
He's a luxury that we can carry over and let him build up. But again, to the point, I was surprised that River Craycraft got the start over him or got to dress over him. And I would say that Craycraft, I guess, plays better special teams, maybe.
It has to be the versatility. Special teams, because I would use Eric Azukama as like a return man. I don't know about it as like a gunner or anything, but River Craycraft has that versatility to play more roles.
Manza Chill said, hashtag Ask Panel, how do we feel about Hunter Long? Anybody else want to take that first? I'm indifferent. He hasn't done enough for me to feel one way or another
During the whole game, I didn't even think about him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm indifferent. He hasn't been on the field enough for me to have an opinion about him yet. I mean, the lack of him not playing, I don't know if that's a bad or good thing. I mean, we have depth at tight end. We have 5 tight ends. That's interesting. We have 5 tight ends. How many of them played snaps? Can you go to snap count for players, Roach?
That's on PFF too. I don't think CBS does snap count.
Pro Football Database does it, but I don't know if they do it on a weekly basis. Because I'd be interested to know why we kept 5 tight ends if only a couple of them played here or there. I'd be interested to know that. Omar says, hashtag Ask Panel, I'm still scared of Baltimore because of what they did to us in 2019 in front of my kids. Bro, I was there. I was there for that. It was bad.
They've done that multiple times.
I drove through a hurricane through that with my buddy.
They've historically had our numbers, right?
Yeah.
I remember like sitting in the tailgate lot that Thursday night game and thinking like, wow, no Tua.
Hashtag
we're going to get our ass beat.
I'm just scared. I did not see that much improvement with a better line. The best wide receiver court in the league is just not good, people. You're looking at it from. I believe that you're looking at it from the wrong perspective. Look at it from the perspective of, okay, they didn't play their best, but they didn't play their worst either. We won handedly, and there were some spurs of positivity thrown in the offense there. It's going to be fun. There's a lot of room for improvement, and it's going to be when they do make those improvements. As long as they make those improvements, it's going to be great to watch. It's going to be great.
I want those
to
improvements,
watch.
man.
Yeah.
Health permitting, if our line holds up.
Ask the panel, Nando, I'm under your bed. Your Wi-Fi blows. Crystalaka says.
It truly, truly does, man. I'm trying to shut down everything I can around me. The routers can physically be held in my hand, and it still blows.
They counted Tyreek Hill's fumble as a fumble. I thought it went out of bounds before it hit the green.
Yeah, I was getting conflicting reports on fumbles and stuff. I use fantasy to
ask panel, when will the Dolphins store sell Noah jerseys? You know, it's funny. At the pregame show, I believe it was Stacks or Eric Carrier came on, and we were talking about what they sell jerseys. And we were saying that that it was funny that, you know, there were no Jalen Phillips jerseys in the shop. And I think Nando asked Eric, or somebody asked Eric or Vonjo or whoever it was, said, was there any Noah jerseys in the shop? No, there were no Noah jerseys in the shop.
So Brandon Jones had a sack.
Emmanuel I'm still coming, Crystalakis.
Had a sack.
Week 5.
Yeah, it was just 2 sacks, I think, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag ask panel. Hashtag ask who? Why are we calling for a Mike Gesicki trade if we can't run the run with Durham out there either? I just think
because he has value.
He has value, and there's needs and there's other positions that we have needs for.
It's not saying he's bad.
Do you see the snap? Do you see the snap count now?
No. Damn. They have everything but the snap count.
I want to know the snap count between the 5 tight ends. If somebody can look that up, I'd be greatly appreciated for that.
And tell us where you find it so we can use it.
Morning, buddy. Great weekend. Hope you had a blast. I did, Eric. Pretty sure my brother is still drunk. Oh, his brother. Eric. So I stayed at an Airbnb with Eric for the weekend, and his brother, who I've never met, who was a great guy. Love his brother. Okay. We went to Tootsie's Saturday night.
There we go.
We were in there 20 deep, Dolphins fans. Okay. I'm not going to call out everybody who was at the strip club because I don't want to call people out. Although I just called Eric's brother out. But let me tell you, Eric's brother had a good time. Okay. So did I, for that matter. But the other funny part is at the game the next day, I mean, he was drunk the whole week, like just in the bag. Could not believe that he's like the best weekend ever. Shout out to Eric's brother. Shout out to Eric. Let's see here. It was too fun. Let's see here. Hashtag Ask Panel. Do you think Liam will step up this season to the level he played in college?
So,
I think that's unfair to say Liam Eichenberg to step up to the level he played in college, because in college he played at Notre Dame. He didn't play. He had a great college career. Don't get it twisted. But who did he really play against? Right? Who did he really play against? So I think we can look at his numbers and say, well, he's never going to put up those numbers in the NFL. And that's true. But I think he could be a quality offensive lineman in the NFL. And I'm excited to see where that goes with Applebaum. But the book is still out on Eichenberg. That's the way I see it.
So I found an article that lists some of the tight end snap counts. It says Gesicki, he had 25.
Okay.
And then Durham Smythe had 38. He was the top performer, was Durham Smythe for snaps.
And how many snaps was there altogether?
Oh.
And did Hunter Long have any?
He wasn't listed, like in the article. Like they didn't have a list. They just wrote paragraphs about positions.
Could be he had none to maybe a minuscule role.
Yeah.
Andrevius, what's the big need right now? Offensive line. Offensive line is our biggest need. Don't care what anybody says. I think we're good everywhere else. Maybe secondary. Secondary and offensive line.
He did get credit with 14 snaps with special team for Durham Smythe. So
on this stretch of the schedule, if we go 5 and all AFC Championship game, baby. All right, let me put that in there so I know where I'm at. Eric says, we converted a Pats fan, Rye, and a Chiefs fan, my brother, to Miami fans. Both were diehard for their teams, but we're cheering for Miami and wearing Dolphins gear by the end of the weekend. Let's go. Eric over here converting people. Love it. Love it.
Spreading the good word.
Rye was also at the, I will call Rye out too.
Oh, I found it.
He had a good time.
Durham Smythe 38, Mike Gesicki 25, Hunter Long 12.
All right, hold on. Slow down. Say that. Start from the top.
Durham Smythe 38.
Okay.
Mike Gesicki 25.
Got it.
Hunter Long 12.
Mm.
Ethan Carter 1.
And then he got hurt too, right?
I'm not sure.
I think Ethan got hurt. And Tanner Connor, I guess, didn't play at all. So, and that's just regular offensive snaps. How many offensive snaps were there total?
I'm going to say 60 because that's what Tua had, and I don't think he came out at all. Yeah, so 60 because that says 100%.
So Durham Smythe played almost 75% of the snaps.
63.33.
And what percentage did Gesicki play?
41.
We're paying $10 million to a guy who's only playing 41% of the time. What did Stephen D say at the beginning of the year, everybody? That if he played less than 50% of the snaps, and I predicted he would probably play like 35%, just so y'all know. But I said to be on the safe side, I'll say under 50%. Pretty sure we can go back somewhere and rewind the tape that I said that.
You did.
I promise. Yeah, I know I did. But we're paying
I was wrong.
Top 3, bro. Like, again,
I thought he was going to play more.
I love
the Eagles
Gesicki.
game made it seem like he was going to play more.
He's a playmaker. Gesicki doesn't need to be on this team. He does not fit in this offense. He doesn't.
So on the defensive side,
he's
Brandon
not even
Jones,
playing enough to make an impact.
Holland and X all played every defensive snap. Nick Needham played 98%. Keon Crossan 28%. Elijah Campbell only played 7%. And Kohu played 32%. That's pretty good for him.
Well, I can tell you for 32% of the snaps, he made an impact on 32% of the plays that he was in, or on 100% of the plays he was in.
You know, he balled.
Yeah, no doubt. Bonjo says, awesome. That is Out of Town Fan Club weekend, Colin. It's going to be a blast there. East 32 is actually East 22. Definitely show for Tailgater, right? Stephen D. asked panel. Yes, 100%, man. Yeah. Do that. It's going to be fun.
And then your boy Channing Tindall.
LMAO. So what's the name of the adult establishment that couldn't be named at pregame? Tootsie's. Tootsie's. What Tootsie's? We had a good time.
Tyndall didn't play one defensive snap, but he played 2 special teams.
Oh, really? I thought he was out.
Yep.
Why do you lie to me in my fantasy app? I own him in Dynasty.
Sammy Guave only played 11 special teams, no defensive.
He says he's like, they're not giving out quality offensive linemen, guys. Sorry to break it to you. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But with that being said, if you can get rid of Gesicki for something of quality, you make that trade 10 out of 10 times right now if you're the Dolphins. But I agree. I don't think anybody's letting anybody of quality go.
And way to go, Josh Boyer. Good job, my guy.
He held it down, man.
Proving it was.
Daggone it, Steven. Read my comment about the tailgate. Colin is trying to pull. I just did. God,
that's why I clicked it, Vaughn. I did it for you. I saw he was complaining.
He was complaining. How many snacks for Agba? Jawan wants to know. Hashtag Ask Panel.
Is it there too, Roach?
Robert says, so what Be More strip club are we going to? None, because there are none of quality that even remotely deserve to be even mentioned compared to the establishments in Miami. None.
70%.
No, I would never do that to anybody. I wouldn't do that to you guys.
You just came from Tootsie's. You're good, bro.
No.
Agba was 70. Seiler was 77. Wilkins 71. Davis 63. John Jenkins 17.
Scar 305 asked Steven D, did you have the chicken wings at Tootsie's? I had chicken fingers at Tootsie's today. But I'm not gonna lie to you. This is so weird. They have a good steak. They have a really good New York strip there. I'm just saying.
Chef's kiss at the strip club.
Yes.
The adult establishment.
The adult establishment. I actually have their cards. They want me to call them about doing maybe a show there.
If you do a show at Tootsie's, Steve,
I know, bro.
I will be there 2 hours early to help you set up. You will be on air on time, guaranteed.
They want to talk about doing a show there, so it's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen.
You need a town scout Vixens as well, and let them know that there's an offer in your corner, and they've got to have a competing offer ready.
Hey, well, you know,
Tootsie's ready to go, man. Tootsie's to be a fun time. You get that down, I'm telling you, 2-3 hours early to set up. We'll be good. Smooth sailing.
Crystalaka said if Steven does a show at Tootsie's, the swear jar is officially gone. I don't think I would do the morning show there. It would be a special evening show.
Definitely not pulling up for the morning.
Yeah,
there's no after hours
for the morning crew, bro.
And he can't show you guys any of the goods.
Yeah, I can't show you guys any of the goods.
Yep.
That's actually not true. They can't get completely
be a private
in their birthday suit, but they could be there in like bikinis and stuff.
Yeah,
there would be no violation there.
You would definitely have through the roof numbers.
I don't know if I would have through the roof numbers. You think my numbers would go through the roof if I did a show from Tootsie's?
Yes.
I'd be interested to see that.
You're gonna end up getting one of our players in trouble, or a coach who's gonna be caught in the background doing something with their hands somewhere they're not supposed to be.
That's why we're gonna have a backdrop, like a straight backdrop.
I mean,
because I will hold you responsible if that happens.
It'd be the greatest interview of all time. Just you and a Dolphins player in Tootsie's, you know? How's it going, man?
I don't know.
And if you walk in and you recognize anybody from the Dolphins organization, just turn around.
Andrevia says, come to the office with me and Bonjo if you want to go to a real strip club. I've never been to the office. I've only ever been to that's not true. I've been to like 2 other places in Miami. I don't know what they were called, honestly. One was a purple building. Small purple building.
Were you a little worried, Steven, your rental car was on fire?
My rental car was not on fire, cuz.
Were you worried though when you heard about the fire?
No. I was not, because I didn't bring my car. I went with Cameron and left with Cameron. Shout out to Cameron.
Well, Nando took an incriminating photo in the same parking lot before it happened.
I know that was
going for a steak and a strip when he gets down week 5. Week 5 is New York at the MetLife Takeover. There's no real good strip clubs in New York though either. There is in New Jersey though. Miami Mike's has got a strip club in New Jersey.
I remember my first strip club. I saw people dancing. Was not expecting. Just gonna say that.
Hashtag Ask the Panel. How many did Jalen Phillips have? I guess he's talking about snap count. Bob Young says Tootsie's has good snapper too.
What?
There we go. Legend
LMAO,
Bob.
no strip club is great compared to Miami, except maybe in Atlanta, but even that isn't. So I'm not going to lie. I do want to go to Atlanta's. I want to go to, there's like 2 strip clubs there, and I'm just having a brain fart. I know the names of them. I'm just tired, and I can't think of the name of the ones in Atlanta I want to go to that they always talk about. I don't know the names of them. Houston, I've heard, does too. I heard it's like Miami, Magic City. Thank you, MCJB. And King of Diamonds. Yes, Magic City and King of Diamonds I want to go to. If Steven does a show at Tootsie's, the swear jar is officially gone.
I mean, Tampa's supposed to be wild, right?
Crystal Laga says spread kindness Fridays are going to have a whole new meaning.
So, Steven, do you think Gesicki will actually end up asking for a trade? Do you think it'll just happen? I'm predicting he's actually going to ask for it. Because this offense is just going to take money out of his pocket. Is what I'm thinking.
Finn's in the house. Hey, can I bring in some item? Repeat your question. I'm like sitting here trying to do two things.
I'm saying Gesicki, right?
Yes.
Do you think he'll end up asking for a trade, or do
No.
you think it'll be something the Dolphins do on their own?
It would be something to do on their own.
See, I think
he's getting paid right now, and he's not getting hit. He's good.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll lose money, Roach. It'll always
because
be like
he's
that.
not playing, and because he's not getting snaps, any negotiation he goes into next year, he's going to be like, they didn't play me. And
Exactly.
When I play, I do good. So there's a reason that they paid me tender. So he's fine exactly where he's sitting. He's good.
He needs to be traded. Get him out of here. Don't need him. Actually, you wanted him gone, didn't you, Steven?
Who?
Gesicki.
I did.
Yeah.
I'll admit that. 100%. I will admit that.
Juwan, I did know that.
All right. It's gaining ground. We got 500 people looked at it.
One just has to be Judon, and it's over.
He's probably sleeping. He played like he did. They gave him Tuesday off for tipping that ball.
Tipping that ball. See you Wednesday, Mr. Judon.
All right, let's see here. Steven, I'm in Atlanta. Auto Sexy says. Hashtag Ask Panel. My wife and I was turned and pretty sure put a young couple of ladies through college when we were in Atlanta.
Spread kindness Fridays, Vaughn.
Yeah, no doubt. Hashtag Ask Panel. Did y'all know Tampa is actually considered a double establishment capital of the U.S. because of the area and how many they have? I did not know that.
Yeah, Juwan, that's what I was trying to mention with Tampa. I know the Florida Panthers got caught there before their game 4 L to the Lightning. You know, Tampa's like that. They're crazy.
Cesar says, this isn't a question, but when I heard about the cars being on fire, I was hoping it wasn't Stephen D who did it. It wasn't me, cuz I was in the stadium, my guy, and I don't mess with the grills. Those are not my area of expertise. I do not mess with them.
Incriminating photo aside, it was not me.
Nope, I'm good. Man.
Can you imagine walking out of the game and your car is like that?
I mean, I thought about that, right? That's just a wild scenario to look at. Like it's crazy.
It's not like
if you come out of the game to see your car like that.
Yeah. And everything in it's gone too. It's not just like the outside of your car got toast and you can grab your belongings. Like
imagine if I had my equipment in there.
That's tough. I had my laptop in there.
And then do you have to use your own car insurance to cover it, or do you have to? You can't use theirs because it wasn't a car accident.
We were talking about that, like what, like who gets sued there and everything. And so I think they could probably sue the person who lit the fire. Probably sue the Miami Dolphins, which we hope. I'll be honest, I hope doesn't happen.
Firefighting equipment
Because I think they could change the way they do tailgates there.
They don't have firefighting equipment all over the place, like extinguishers.
They had it pretty under control. The smoke was crazy. And the fact that they didn't stop the game or evacuate us, I have to assume there was extinguishers or something to control the fire.
It wasn't that. I mean, it was in the yellow parking lot. It was across the highway.
I mean, 11 cars catch on fire. I would start freaking out. I would be like, yo,
cars,
we're about to
they were fire, too. Man, they're heavy flames, man.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, yo, if this entire lot catches, who knows what's going to happen right now?
Juwan says, Aspinall, do you think your boy's going to eat another lobster roll in Baltimore? They have some good ones. They do have some good ones, cuz. They do.
Not as good as
Gatekeeper asked the panel if the Cowboys came calling for Skylar Thompson and offers us a first or second round, would you trade him? No. Gatekeeper, you can keep living in the fantasy world, my guy, because that's never going to happen. Never.
I'll trade a first rounder in a heartbeat.
If we're going to trade anybody, it's going to be Teddy.
Let me tell you, if they did, yes, I would take it, to answer your question. But it will never
Okay, Roach. If you got offered, you're up to hey, we'll take one of your QBs, Teddy for a fourth, or Skyler for a first.
For a first,
throw in an offensive lineman with that, cuz. Let's go.
No. Just picks. Picks.
I wouldn't do it. I would give him Tua for a first.
I don't know about that one, man.
Me neither, man. I love how you're like.
At least I get my first round back. I might have something in Skyler that I don't have to draft another quarterback for. I still get a first round pick. We already know what we have. You
don't know what you have. You have no idea what you have.
That's what I just said. I don't know what I have in Skyler.
So why would you take?
I know what I have in Tua. Do I not? It's been 3 years.
For an unknown.
For a first round pick
crazy to think about.
And an unknown.
Come on, bro. Do better. Be better.
Look, man.
Be better.
If I lived my life according to you, I would not be doing well right
now. I mean, I get it's an all or nothing with Skyler,
bro. Bad, bro. Oh man. Cesar says, "I love Baltimore only because of the Wire." That's real, man. Home of the Wire, baby. Someone had thousands in cash in the car, and one of the cars was a Benz.
Yeah, if it was my little old niece on there, I don't know if I'd be too sad, honestly. I'd be like, you owe me a
Why are you bringing thousands of dollars to the game like that, though?
Because insurance will pay for it.
You can't prove it.
Exactly. You can't not prove it.
They would say, well, let me see your withdrawal receipts.
Who's dumb enough to slide a grill under a gas tank anyways?
Is that what happened?
Yes. Somebody slid
was it in the car?
Huh?
It wasn't in the car?
No, it was slid under the car.
That's so dumb.
Where the gas tank was?
I'm assuming from the pictures. Like the picture of it looks like it's the rear. I'll look for it to make sure.
And it blew up.
I've left my little
I mean, I don't know if he had an oil leak and it went like transmission fluid's pretty more flammable than regular car oil. So if he had any type of leak, it could have went up that and then it could have started and got to the gas tank. I'm not sure exactly which way it went, but
man,
you know,
that's insane, man.
He brought it
in
to the beer guy. Get out of here.
In a weird way, it makes me feel better that I was a Pats fan, though.
Juwan asked, did any of you guys expect that from Geno Smith last night? Nope. Did not.
Just because I don't like Russ, I expected it.
I thought Seattle was going to be the worst team in the NFL this year. Them in Houston, I thought were going to be the worst.
You didn't listen to Pete Carroll saying they've got 2 QB1s, man?
Get out of here. Pete Carroll can go kick rocks. But they won last night. I'm not mad at him. Are you?
I was ecstatic. I was so happy.
You're a Russell Wilson hater.
Yes, sir.
You are a Russell Wilson hater.
My buddies were watching and they were saying like, "Oh, Nando must be so happy getting to clown Russell Wilson right now." To actual people, bye, Russ.
Hold on, I'm just looking at something real quick. You guys talk for a sec.
I'm looking at this picture and I'm trying to tell if that's the grill or not.
Oh, the grill? I mean, it really is sad. Like, I feel bad for the guy. Like, I mean, like, I would feel like an idiot if I came out there and I saw that I caused 10 other people's cars to catch. It's like, dang, like, oof, feels bad. You can't even leave fast. Your car's gone.
But it looks like there's like I don't know if it's a Bronco or a Jeep. I think it's a Jeep, like a Wrangler. And
either case, just not putting out
like
your grill in
it looks like there's something between the tires underneath the gas tank. Something's definitely down there. I don't know if that's the gas tank drop down or if that's a grill, but if it's a grill, you're stupid.
Dumb question by me. You couldn't have left it in the seat and it goes down to the car?
But even putting it under your, like, I don't think it'd be under a motor because a lot of these smaller cars, and they didn't look like these were trucks. A lot of them, there's a van, but the front of it's real low to the ground. Like some, you know what I mean? Like I imagine sliding a grill under there would be kind of tough. But underneath your tailgate, like where your trunk is, that's usually higher up.
Yeah.
So I think some idiot put it under gas tank.
That's so. I was gonna say funny. That's so sad though.
Yep. And it was probably like Manza said, it was probably hot. The coals weren't cooling down. They were missing the game. They're like, hey, just slide it under the car and let's go into the game.
And they're like, F it, let's run. Let's get out of here.
Yep.
See, that's why we had troubles lighting our grill. And by the time it got to 11:30, we finally were able to. And we were like, yo, there's no point. Just put it back out. Like, we're going to probably be in the same situation like that where we're going to be grilling and a little tight on time. And
Steven, you're a barbecuer.
I am not a barbecue. Why do you get that? Because I'm a fat guy?
Because you went
That's
to
so
tailgates.
disrespectful.
I never been to a tailgate like that. Like I was a little kid at a tailgate.
I am there doing my podcast. That does not.
So,
do not put the moniker that I am.
I wanted to ask, and maybe there's a barbecuer out there, but I would imagine there's some sort of like etiquette where you bring like some form of like sand or something or water to put on your coals if you have to go in the game to cool them down. You know what I mean? Like a disposal method that's safe and fire resistant. So if y'all don't want your tailgates to be messed with, I would advise all y'all at tailgate, bring something to put out your coals with.
I think that this person had no idea what they were doing.
And that's who I'm talking to. Is anybody out there like that?
And are going to ruin it for the rest of the people because they don't know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous, honestly.
Yeah.
It's stupid. Batman's in the building.
Batman
He said trade Skyler to Cowboys for a third.
I can't talk to Batman now.
Why?
Because he said something about Skyler.
Trade Skyler.
You don't talk about the right hand of Jesus.
Get out of here. Cowboys will trade for Jimmy G before trading for Skyler or Tua, Rashad said. Yep.
Who showed that yesterday? Somebody showed
Rick
a cross.
Barr says you leave your grill outside your car, not under the car. Yep. True story.
Yeah, I leave it far enough. I keep thinking it's going to get taken. I think my grill's going to get snatched. I mean, like, free grill.
I'll tell you, I walk down a lot of a couple of the rows, and there's people that leave their stuff out and go into the game. So I assume that most stuff doesn't get messed with. You know? Eric Curry says, I would trust that grill person to run my tailgate before I trust Roach with 2 tanks. God damn. Oh man,
but here's the thing.
The mic.
But here's the problem with that,
mic,
Steven. Eric has yet to show me Tua doing what they keep saying Tua's going to do. Only thing you guys show is every Sunday is wait till next week. Wait till next week. Wait till next week.
Eric, hold on. I'm going to get Eric up here.
Oh my God.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong, Nando? They keep moving it. Wait till week 1. Well, we're gonna wait till next week. So
I did move it a little bit, so I'll concede that point. I moved the goalpost a tad further back, or closer, I guess.
Which is fine. I'm cool with it. I change my mind all the time. I'm just saying,
Eric, I sent you a Facebook message.
At least own it. You know what I mean?
100%, bro. I think that's the best thing you can do. Like, we're just giving takes for live on there. None of us have a script. You know, if you give a take and it proves you're wrong, just own it. You know, who cares?
And
I was wrong. I was wrong.
Steven owns it all the time, guys. Like, he's wrong all the time.
Yeah, but sometimes it has to smack him right in the face. Like this Tua thing. It's going to smack you right in the face, Steven.
Oh, my God. Level 2 Dude is going ham on this face swapping thing right now with Alex.
He got a new app. Is that what happened?
Yeah, and he's got you in Aliens. Oh, my God.
Good.
He's going nuts.
Noob with the moves.
Andre Villa says, does Cameron tailgate every game? Yes, he does. He's been doing it for 10 plus years, man. 10 plus years. It's been good stuff.
Oh, I like that.
What?
Mine.
Oh, the alien one? It's pretty good. Hashtag Ask Panel. The smart thing to do is leave the tailgating to the pros. If they went to tailgate or and join the party, all would have been avoided. No doubt, Von Joe. No
That.
doubt,
No
homie.
doubt, Vaughn. Look, you're inept like me, and you can't light a grill. Go to Tailgater and get it to handle by the pros because Cameron was serving delicious food.
I'll be there, Andrevius. Andrevius, you can fill in for Von Joe because I had Von Joe on the street, and you'll be Andrevius on the street.
Damn.
I want to see
or
Pete
maybe
out there.
Nando will come and do the whole tailgate with me and do Nando on the street.
Can you get
I'll
Pete
be a
out
little
there,
more sober this time.
Steven?
What?
Can you get Pete out there?
Pete comes out. Yeah.
Pete,
I'd love
did you
to see
go to the
Pete on the
game, man?
street.
If you're listening, I could have sworn I heard his voice in section 349 like 10 times.
Wait,
This dude
was
just
it
screamed.
Was it when the ball hit the ground first play and you're like,
all you hear was Tua's terrible.
It was this guy saying, "Get your boy,
Actually-
Tua, you, yeah, with the jersey, yeah, tell him to do
Actually, guys,
better,
sounds
you."
like Pete.
Like,
Nando,
I
you
I
were
swear to God, it was his voice, and like not even just the comments at first, but I kept turning. I was like, is
So
this?
were you in your seat when that play happened?
Yes.
Were people losing? Like, were there people yelling at Tua during the game, like you suck or doing? any of
No,
that to
it
him?
was.
Was
it
everybody
more-
really supportive?
I feel like everybody was always on the edge of their seat, and then it was like, oh, like just like getting up and then just huffing, but nobody was booing. Besides that one dude who I thought was Pete. That was the only person in my section. It was a big change being in the
Because-
home fans rather than being in the away section. Like,
I'm watching the game live, right? And you know how sometimes there's people who sit right behind the camera or the mic, wherever they have the mic in the stadium, and you just hear this dude say, "Get him the F out of there!" Like just a hint of it. Because I was listening with my headphones on, and so I could like hear a little bit extra when you have your headphones on, And it was pretty funny. I was like, "Dang!" I hope the whole fan wasn't like that.
No, yeah, it was like the sigh of like, dang, like that sucked, and then I distinctly heard that one voice.
What about after the game when you're all walking out? How was everybody? Was everybody like happy? Were they just like, eh?
There was the Let's Go Dolphins, like we did like the little victory walk out, but there was nobody too chirpy. There was one Patriots fan trying to like bash and fight back, but most people were just telling him to shut up.
I would say 85% Dolphins fans there. Only 15%. Only 15%. Whatchamacallit?
I wanted to do more nah, hey, goodbyes, but not many Pats fans even showed up, man. There wasn't. Maybe 20 walked away from my entire I was in 349 from between 351 and 350 between there from what I could see. Like not maybe 15, 20 Pats fans left. I wanted to say bye to more, but I'm glad none came, honestly.
That's good to know. I'm glad I know now that nobody was hating on him in the game, that he heard. He was supported. He had all of his tools around him. And
you told me you couldn't come. Oh, that's right.
Everything was lined up.
I just want to state for the record, I did totally forget that I had a conversation with Bon Joe supposed to come up here and let me know on Wednesday if he's coming. Bon Joe, it's still yours if you come. Just so I'm just making up if you can't come. Dude, I'm exhausted. Please give me the out that I am just exhausted and tired. Okay, I promise you, I did not. I love you, my guy. Juan Samuel says from 130 to 134, I counted 10. No BS. Ass panel. We can be teammates, Fonjo. Dag. All right. Hey, I got somebody in here. Oh, where did he go? He was just on. I was about to bring him on.
Roach went pretty well though. Like it was, I don't know if total support, but at least there's no boos or no utter disappointment. Very collective group.
But I think his whole time he's played, people have been very supportive. It seems like in stadium, cheering him on. I don't think he's ever been booed off the field. I don't think any of that's happened. Maybe one or two people, but not a whole section going at him.
Yeah, I love my section, man. Everyone was very good at the calming down on offense. Like getting people to stay quiet. That was good to see. That's what I'm saying. There was nobody going ham. That one voice would chirp off about Tua, and then there was this one really angry fellow a couple rows down from me. He would turn up. He would look in front, scanning for this center, and then the voice would quiet down, and then it was nice. It was a nice section. It was a nice time.
Wait. So, what would have happened if he would have saw him?
I don't know. The kid was drunk. He was probably my age. You could just tell in his eyes this kid is not there.
So if I was sitting in your section or Steven's section, I don't know if y'all were the same one, and I stood up and I was like, "Boo! Get him off the field!" Like first play, would people have looked at me?
Oh yeah,
he was definitely trying to tell him to hush up. You know,
you would have been in the deep end. You would have got killed, bro.
There was a fight that broke out in 351, I think. So,
well, don't
I saw no fights.
Because if I say,
it's too hot.
if I see something,
somebody, man.
I gotta say something, right?
It's too hot. No, that's not a thing.
That's the thing. It's
No,
safety.
it's not.
It's a safety thing. See something.
It's not It's not a thing, Roach.
Yeah, it's like a
report
whistle.
unruly fans.
Yeah, I was a hall monitor.
I'd like to
in
call
school,
about this guy named Roach in our section.
Steven, I was a hall monitor in school, and I reported everything.
You would be a hall monitor.
Yes,
you would be.
Yep. I made lists.
Neon green safety belt. Am I gonna have to? I'm gonna have to write you down for skipping class here, Charles. Let's go. You were. It makes so much sense now that you were a hall monitor. Everything's coming together.
Or I get your little Debbie, one of the two.
Not Roach. Roach's neighborhood watch.
Actually, I'm totally against my neighborhood watch. They ride around here on a stupid golf cart, like that movie where
just bad you don't have your golf cart. If you had a golf cart, you'd be around there too.
They had a meeting at the convention center. They wanted donations to pay for it, and I was just like, no, because I didn't live in an HOA. They tried to make my neighborhood an HOA, and I'm the only one who didn't sign it. So I'm like, aha. So I hang anything I want outside. They want grass cut on Tuesday.
Did it have to be unanimous? Did it have to be unanimous?
No, if you bought your house before the HOA existed, they can't force you into a HOA. You know what I mean? Like if you bought afterwards, then they can. So they want grass cut on Tuesdays. I cut mine on Fridays. Yeah, I don't. They say trash has to be up on this day.
Roach,
I leave it out.
I'm gonna say a swear jar. Where Roach, you're an asshole, aren't you? To your
Dude, they were cutting my grass earlier too.
He said I didn't sign no HOA. They cut it on Tuesdays. I cut it on Fridays. F them. Don't care. Let's go.
They said no flags. I got 3. Yep. No front fence higher than 2 foot.
The HOA hates Roach's house so bad. Roach,
and
Roach,
the bus stop used to be in front of my house, right?
Yeah,
I got that thing moved like 5 blocks down the road. I took pictures of the trash in my yard, and
you got people still pulling up. They're like, "Where's the bus, man?" It's like, "Oh, way down there, fella."
So much about you, right? I'm crying. Oh my
Don't mess
goodness,
with Roach, man.
Yeah, man. No, I can't do anything. I'll never fight nobody over unless it's like life or death. But
Roach is not having it. He's like, man,
no, Roach will get you back in the little ways. In the little ways.
Freedom of choice, man.
HOA won't allow us to have trucks parked outside.
Park them out there, man.
Roach would sell the cars and buy only trucks. Here's how you beat it.
You get your own wheel lock, put it on it. They'll think it's somebody else already locked it. They won't lock it, and then you just unlock it yourself and leave every day.
The neighborhoods I would always want to move into, because I have 2 kids, 8 and 6, so I want to move into nice little family neighborhoods, cul-de-sacs. They're all HOAs, and I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Like, hate it. I'm like, what the heck? And then the HOAs are like minimum $600 a month. Minimum.
You know how much I pay in my neighborhood?
Zero.
But it looks beautiful. It looks beautiful.
But you don't have to abide by any of the rules. Yep. No flags. Got 3 flags.
Hey, it's
you guys cut your grass on Tuesday? Screw it. I'll cut mine. Still the
shout out to Homie Nelson, man. This man cuts his grass whenever the frick he wants to, man. He cut it today. He cut it on Saturday.
Roach, does your HOA have like oh, look who's here. Look who's here. What's up? What's up? Wicked Hod. Over at Boston Park.
What's up? What's up?
What's up,
my man? Eric Carrier.
I don't know if I got good enough service.
You're good. We can hear you loud and clear, cuz. He does work on a military base.
What's up, Roach? Nando, what's up?
How's it going, boss? How's it going, man?
Nada. Trying to recover from this weekend. I think I'm still sunburnt.
I'm still sunburnt. I'm hurting. My body hurts.
I got a little tan.
What base you work on, man, if you can say?
Eric.
I'm near New London, Connecticut.
Okay. Farthest I made it up north was Bath, Maine, where they built my ship.
Let me tell you, New England is in meltdown mode.
Really?
I love to hear that.
I love it.
It's finally
Let's
not us.
go.
It's not us. Okay, cool.
Love it. What are they saying? What are they saying up there, cuz?
They're talking about why did we sign Parker 72nd out of 72 qualifiers for separation for one catch. Why aren't we playing Bourne? Matt Judon celebrating one sack when he did nothing all game.
He needs to answer my
Jones
tweet, by the way.
Terrible.
I love it. They're in complete meltdown mode after 1 week of losing. They've won for 20 plus years. They have 1 week of losing and are ready to pack it in.
Listen,
I love Patriot fans.
The best take I heard so far is Mac's back is hurt. They should bench him for the year because the season's a loss already. He's too young to risk him getting hurt.
Can't risk the future.
Hey, this is Hot Take Tuesday. I know I've said this before, but now I'm putting it in cement. Patriots are finishing last in the AFC East this year. I'm just throwing this out there.
Who are they playing this week?
Don't care. They're finishing last.
Who's the Patriots playing?
I think it's the Steelers. Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
0-2, cuz. 0-2. 0-2 for them. Yes. That is so great. So great that they are raising hell about it.
All they're talking about
Bob,
is
it's
how
wild,
Mike McDaniels out-coached Belichick.
Maybe they need to get...
They're saying that on the radio up there? That's so funny.
Maybe Mac Jones needs to try that TB12, man. Maybe that's what they need.
It's wild, man. Like, Bob's right. Like, our fans are having a meltdown over winning, and at least I'm happy to hear that New England's having a meltdown over losing, and that they're not trying to spin this.
How about Bengal fans? I bet they're having a meltdown.
I don't know who.
The Bengal fans.
Well, they're coming off a Super Bowl appearance.
Like 4 interceptions, all the field goal
Where'd he go?
He works on a military base, so they have signal jammers and stuff up there. So
makes sense.
No, he's good. Man, whew. That just made my day. Actually,
that was beautiful. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I love to hear that at least New England is having a meltdown. If we're having a little bit of a freak out over winning and what we can improve, at least New England's having a total meltdown over losing. Makes me feel a little better.
Makes me feel a lot better. All right. Let's get the music going, Roach.
I forgot I added it into StreamYard.
I know. Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show podcast right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. I am your host, Stephen D. It is Nando Talk. It's Roach and the one and only Stephen D. Hope y'all had a good time this morning. I know a lot of y'all left the stream, went to go to that other guy stream who started early this morning. TD's over there live going? Right now. He's still going.
Wow.
Still going, cuz. Going strong. Shout out to TD.
Good work.
I know he's putting in that work, man. Putting in that work. I told you don't sleep on the Steelers, Steven. You did tell me that. You definitely did. All right. We had a great show today. Hot Take Tuesday. Shout out to Nicky Smokes. Shout out to Nando Talk. Hot Take Tuesdays. Nando, thank you for hosting yesterday along with Roach. Really appreciate it.
Dude, thanks to Roach, man. Carrying the squad right there.
Roach is about to dump you. Why is Roach about to dump me? What did I do?
I don't know.
Clemente said he had a terrible time, Steven. Boo. I love
Thanks,
you guys
Caesar.
so much. I'm day one TD. Can't wait. Let's go.
He's day one. TD can wait. Yeah, that's a real one.
Hey, did you hear this? Connor Williams was the highest rated center week 1.
Hey,
what?
I ain't mad at you.
You want me to retweet it to you?
Yeah, honestly, besides that one high snap in the beginning, you looked fine.
Coming your way, Steven.
AWOL says, dude, you're saying cuz all the time is a horrible look because I'm a host. All right, cuz. Appreciate your feedback there, cuz.
What up, cuz?
appreciate it, AWOL.
I love seeing all these pictures of Mike McDaniels like bonding with his players.
Mm-hmm.
Like players go to him. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Like
there was all that outside noise of, he doesn't look like a coach. He can't gravitate. Like players won't gravitate to him. He won't be able to lead. They love him.
I love him too. All right, let's do final thought of the day. Nando, final thought of the day, sir.
Final thought of the day. Win is a win. I'm pumped that we still got that dub. The Dolphins have room to improve, but the hope is that they can, and I'm positive that they can do it. We got week 2 up ahead. We'll be breaking it down. I think the Dolphins will be able to beat the Ravens if we play it right. They're a little banged up right now. Let's get some momentum going. And then on to Buffalo back at home, huh? You guys have fun at the Baltimore beatdown. That's going to be a good time this weekend, Go to all the festivities and enjoy. I hope you guys take over a little bit. I don't even know what the Baltimore Stadium is named. That's going to be a fun one, man.
M&T Bank
check me out at Nando Talk. That'd be awesome, too, A little subscriber almost at 350. And Thursday at 3, it's going to be a fun one. Thank you guys for having me on. And Roach, thank you yesterday for helping me so much, man. Thank you,
no
Roach,
problem.
yesterday.
Thank you.
Here's the real talk about it. I don't like drama. I don't dive into it, but there's some things that I try. I'm also exhausted. Like I'm literally exhausted. I am so freaking tired. But yeah, some things I just.
Thanks for working hard, man.
I appreciate it, man.
It was nice meeting you on Friday, man.
You enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was a fun time, man. It was a good experience. Man. Roach we still have that first meet to come, but it was a good time on Friday, man, Steven.
Well, the Vikings game that Friday, we're doing it all over again, but this time I'm going to have the right part, and we're going to sound 10 times better for that Vikings weekend.
I will bring my mic just in case.
I know it's going to be so much fun out of town fan club weekend. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's not even close to a Noah Igbenogany pick 6. No address.
I'm so confused on the chat. I don't understand what's going on.
So somebody, are you talking about buy AWOL and stuff?
Yeah.
Because AWOL said, what did AWOL say?
This
he got mad at you.
He said saying "cuz" is not a good look. Sounds like you're trying to be a gangster. He actually said something else before that, I think, or right after that. He said,
"Sounds like
because I'm a host, I should. Yeah, I'm a host. I shouldn't say it." So I was like, "All right, cuz, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, cuz. Thank you." And so he's like, "Cool." He's like, "Cool. You just lost a sub.
Sounds like a him problem.
You just lost a subscriber."
I learned real quick in the military,
says,
man.
AWOL, this is an airport. No need
that.
I'm sorry. That's good. And normally I'm not all about this. Like I'm very positive, but like, come on, bro. Like, really?
That's really somebody who hasn't gotten out of the house, because I learned in the military, you meet people from all over the country who talk differently and say different terms. You know what I mean? And he needs to get some life.
Some life exposure, Mr. Roche. AWOL is now leaving the building.
Our new favorite word of the show.
Cuz. Let's go,
I don't even say
cuz.
it, but I'll start saying it.
Let's go, cuz. Like, I just...
See you later, cuz. It doesn't sound right when I say it.
It's the best.
Cesar says, bye, cuz. I have a twin, and I'll tell him to subscribe.
Yeah. Yeah. One down.
We live in Florida, not Cali. That's blood and culture. Don't vibe down here, cuzzo. Let's go.
That's what you are, Steven. You're Hydra.
Cuz.
You're a Hydra, Steven. They cut off one head, 2 more pop up.
Everybody is never happy, Steven. Ask Tua. You're right. He said, bye, Felicia. I'm usually not like this guy, but I appreciate the backup. I do appreciate the backup.
The Cuz Podcast Network.
Well, it's like the people who write you afterwards saying your tweet had a misspelling and you need to go to school. Like, come on, man. I missed one key on the keyboard.
For me, it's always the I's and the U's.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
I just realized I have to host another show tonight.
Which one?
I don't know yet. I got to get all the details for it. I'm so tired. Well, I just realized I totally forgot about this.
How Pat McAfee gets through his day.
Oh my God.
Like the amount of stuff that dude does.
Boom stick.
He's literally leaving his show, middle show, getting on a plane,
all we do
getting
is
on his
say
cell
is
phone,
Cuz down in the
continues
305. I'm happy
goes to
Cuz.
SmackDown.
Flips side you wrong.
It's nuts.
Cuz
Red Eye always
even got it on.
He's always flying around.
Seeing UFOs.
Like, whatever, man. You know what? I'm about, like, as much. I'm not going to go off. I'm not going to do it. You're not going to get under my skin, bro. I'm tired. I'm exhausted, and I have a very short fuse at the moment. And you're not going to do it, man. Just not. Cuz? Are you kidding me, cuz?
They don't
talk. If I drop the link, AWOL, will you get up here and talk to me, man?
Is he still here?
Are you still here, AWOL? If you're up here, talk to me,
bro.
Yeah, don't. Why are you worried about that guy?
He left. If he's still here, it'd be cool to talk.
You don't have to convince him to stay, man. You got.
No, I'm not worried about convincing him. I just, I'm tired. Just blame it on lack of sleep.
Yeah.
They don't talk cuz.
And by the way, if Jason Miller is here watching, because I just saw him in the chat, Jason, I just realized I put an exclamation point after. I don't like texting because things get lost in translation. I'm not mad at you, man. I for some reason I didn't have your number saved, but I scroll up, I see Jason Miller there. When you texted me, I just was responding to the text because I didn't want anybody to think I was ignoring them. So I'm like, who's this? For some reason, a lot of Miami Dolphins fans' phone numbers I just don't have saved. There's just so many of them. And so it's not you're very important in my world, Jason. I love you, Jason. Just so you know that. Jason Miller is the man. Fins Up SoCal. Fins Up SoCal fan club. Go check it out.
We need
and I'm also running on empty,
Dolphins.
and I'm exhausted.
Thanks, Jawan.
How do I start a fan club, Steven? I want to start one in Jacksonville.
Talk to Jason Miller. Talk to anybody who runs a fan club, and they'll tell you.
I want to set up a bar we can all go watch the games at.
Yeah,
That'd be
you
sick.
just lost a sub. I don't care about losing a sub. I just like. What do you want me to do every day?
You can't fix
Do I
it.
not do good content every day?
Bro, that's just one ignorant statement. I don't even want to call him an ignorant person because it's just an ignorant statement.
All right.
I thought it was just because he wanted you to be like proper etiquette because you're a broadcaster or whatever, you know. If it's because it's a gangster thing, that's so dumb. You know, like it's like
The FCC.
No, that's
know,
what he said. He said it.
We're not
he
in
did.
the
He said-
HOA,
he said-
Nando.
he said-
We're not in the FCC.
He said
This is
because
you-
I'm a
That's what I'm
host.
saying.
He said because I'm a host. He said
like I have
because
my
I'm a host,
radio and
that's why you shouldn't
broadcast
say it.
television book
See,
down
I
there.
bet he lives in an HOA.
He probably does.
Yep. Probably cuts his grass every Tuesday.
That was
Doesn't
straight
have-
from my 1982 textbook right there, man. From radio and television broadcast, a history.
Well, look
3
here,
internet
ladies.
times.
Hold on. Look here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for enjoying the show today here on SKPL Clock Blockers, the home of the Miami Dolphin fans radio. I hope you all enjoyed everything today. Hope you all enjoyed the show. It's absolutely amazing to do this show Monday through Friday right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. I gotta tell you, when you need good quality content, you go to Miami Sports Music, and they're just so, those guys are just absolutely spot on. They're awesome. I love those guys. They're like my cousins. You know what? I'll call them cuz. All right, cousins. All right, cousins. Let's go, cuz. I just absolutely love it. What do you want from me, man?
You have to do a show like that for the rest.
Donate to the channel.
I just
please.
can't believe
Donate
that's
to the channel.
the
Help the
thing.
channel grow.
That's the
I
thing.
don't know
that
why
drove
it got under me. I don't know why it even made me upset.
All the bad takes you give on Tua, and that's the thing that causes somebody to unsub.
I don't even know why it made me mad.
You know, Nando, why you spin up your
I'm
drink,
mad
man?
that it made me mad. I'm mad I let it get it under my skin.
You almost got me mad there, Roach.
Steve ignored it.
I'm just. It was something so small, and I let it get to me. And I'm usually really, really good. I'm really good. I let a lot of stuff. I tell Roach all the time, just let Roach. Am I not the person 10 out of 10 times? Just let that shit slide off your back. You're good, man. Like I'm.
But here's what happens. Usually, somebody that rubs me the wrong way in the chat, they usually pop up here, and they're like the nicest person. You know what I mean?
CB83, nice guy. Plot twist: the guy who's complaining about Steven, the word "cuz" is your actual cousin, Steven. Steven's big stepping for the Crips. I'm sorry. I'm not. Yeah, I'm out of character right now, and that is not me. And I do apologize for being out of character. Anyways,
you see this?
Roach had no comment for CB83.
Yeah, that's what. Okay, sure.
Hey, let's replay it.
Something happened.
Yeah, CB83 is the nicest guy in the world. I love that guy. CB83 and Roach had a little bit of beef, and then they made up on.
I don't have beef with the guy.
They didn't. They're cool.
Yeah.
But people made it out to be. So I called up CB83 up here, and they ended the squat. They ended the whatever it was.
The debate.
See, now you're trying to bring up old stuff.
You're
trying to get me to pay the swear jar is what you're trying to do.
Well, nobody is abided by the swear jar today, so
Hey,
swear jar's not real.
we had people who
everybody.
owed for the swear jar for yesterday.
I know. Well,
and we had a new guy who showed up and said he'd be back today. He never came back.
He never came back. I came back to see if you're still saying "cuz." AWOL, get up here. If I drop the link, are you coming on? This link is only for AWOL, nobody else, y'all. This is just for AWOL. Get up here, AWOL. Let's go. Get up here. I want the smoke. I want the drama right now. I'm sorry. I am so not this person. I feel some type of way.
You want the room to yourself?
I just want him to come up here. I probably should get off stream before I say something I don't mean.
And I want to point out, me and Nando did end on time too.
That's when I was a little indisposed today. I was like, you know what? I built a little credibility yesterday. Yeah. I deserve this bathroom break.
AWOL says AWOL is at work. Okay. All right.
No worries, boss.
My final thought of the day is I am kindness, positivity, and love, and I need to be that guy every day because that's who I am.
Yeah.
I do.
Just keep your HOAs away from us.
Just keep it. Yeah, cuz.
Or Roach will start a cold war, man.
Yeah, cuz. Please donate to the channel.
I'll start crapping on the front yard, man. I don't care.
It's your lawn.
Yep. Look at Nando's gone. He's done. He's done.
Yeah, it's definitely something one of my neighbors would do, man. The legend.
Cesar says he's at work, cuz. Antonio says all good.
He's sniping iguanas the other day.
I could be that guy like in Old School, man. Is that what it was called? Where the guys, they start their own fraternity?
Yes.
Nando,
we could start our own fraternity here.
Me and Steve will start it, and we'll be those guys at your university.
Kindness, kindness.
We ride. FIE vibes.
We need some names for a fraternity, guys. What is a good name for our community, our fraternity? Sorry, cuz AWOL said. You just got me round up, man. And honestly, what you said probably wasn't even that big. It was just I am literally like on fumes, And so I probably got like I just took it the wrong way. And I was like, what's up?
Don't inhale fumes, man. It's not good for you, Steven.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what fumes I would be inhaling. I don't have any fumes here. Go streaking down the streets. We need a name for our fraternity. Can we have a name for our fraternity? I saw you apologize. That's why I just acknowledged it. I don't know if it was. I'm not trying to be upset.
Make sure everybody else saw
if it was a legit one, but
they don't
I'm gonna
attack
think that it was.
If you apologize, you apologize.
You apologize. That's how I take it.
It's a real one.
AWOL was a subscriber to the channel. Not only a subscriber, a member to the channel, I think, at one point.
Damn.
So I definitely took it a different way. I apologize, AWOL, if I took it the wrong way.
I stand
All right,
by
cuz?
my truth.
Okay, cuz? Yeah, man, I'm sorry for real. I like you guys. I made a big deal about nothing. I appreciate it, man.
That's a real man right there.
That's real. I appreciate that, AWOL. Seriously.
Or a real person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spread alpha kindness, cuz. Sack. Spread alpha kindness, cuz. That's going to be the name. Spread alpha kindness, cuz. I like it.
Oh.
I like it. Spread
He did an about face just like Tua's first throw.
Shout out to Jason Miller for the $20 donation. 20 for the win on Sunday. Fins up no matter what. How many other $20 donations can we get up here? Let's go. Let's go, cuz. Let's go, Jason. Shout out to you, my guy.
It's Miller time. Good job, boss.
It is Miller time. Shout out. Hey, Eric Carrier just sent me a message. He goes, of course he missed a few throws, but Max missed more throws. Max hit a deep ball to Bourne, and that was his only decent throw. Max threw more balls out of bounds than he did on deep balls. Week one, a full playbook. You couldn't even hear Tua being announced because people were cheering for him so loudly.
Mac Jones ain't on the Dolphins. I don't care about Mac Jones.
Oh. Hold on. I got to play this real quick. So this is First Things First, I guess, on Fox with Nick Miller or Nick.
Want the music off?
Yeah, real quick. I'll just play this in the background because I'm not going to put it on screen and get a copy right thing.
I thought that's what happened with the Suns.
All right. There we go. Let me know if you guys can hear it. Just give me a thumbs up.
Nothing yet.
5-alarm fire. So Mac Jones was terrible.
Oh, here we go. Good.
It's 5-alarm fire.
Okay.
See, it's a 5-alarm fire. So Mac Jones was terrible.
He was?
I don't know. He had 2 turnovers. One of them directly led to a touchdown, which equaled how many total touchdowns Patriots offense had. The offense is going to be one of the 6 worst in the NFL. That's going to happen. They had 2 major offseason offensive additions. One was Cole Strange, the draft pick that nobody understood why they drafted him. He got benched during the game. They didn't put him back in.
No, it was hot down there.
The other was Devontae Parker, the wide receiver who Warren Sharp has pointed this out, is 72nd out of 72 qualifiers of wide receivers as far as getting separation. He played 100% of the 5-alarm fire.
Okay.
He didn't even post the rest of it because he knew what it was. Let's go. National media out here burning the Patriots. I love it. I'm here for it. Give me that all day long.
They freaking suck.
I love to see that negativity of them on national media because they've always for years gotten like love for absolutely no reason other than their there's not no reason. Rightfully so, right? Rightfully so. But
I saw a better
they
one.
Haven't in the last 2 or 3 years. Huh?
Somebody tweeted, I bet they wish they would have kept that in Murray's contract, and they have a picture of him gaming at home.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty good. Retweet that. I'll retweet that.
Freaking Kyler.
All right, guys. One more time with the music.
I wish I had a button for it.
Oh, shout out to Batman. He just sent me a picture of the cases that I need to get for my stuff. Appreciate it, man.
Let's go.
That's why y'all need to donate to the channel. Y'all don't understand. Nando, tell these people my setup, bro.
What?
Like it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff.
Oh, the mics, the board, the camera. It was all sick, man. Like it was.
And the
getting there to
we
see
had
it all
on
in action.
Sunday at the tailgate. Like I had to pay $100. $100 because my one suitcase was over 50 pounds.
And you didn't buy a power supply?
I was about to mention the power supply. When we were there, you didn't have it.
Yep.
Steven was like, "Where's Best Buy? Where's Radio Shack? Buy it.
Like
let's go. Let's do it. Let's get the show kicking off, man."
I get that I'm trying to bring content. So last 56 people that are watching right now, if all of you donated $1, I'm telling you, it would go such a long way into helping the channel grow. Yep. I promise you it would.
All goes to help. All
Donate.
Goes to grow.
It goes the money's going right back into making sure I have the stuff to put on a great show for you guys at all of these locations, at all of these places. I want to make sure I give you guys the best content out there. So yes, donations help. Trust me, it's the only way I can do this. Juwan said, "What's the Cash App?" Here's the Cash App, cuz.
Your new favorite word.
It is my new favorite word. I'm probably going to use it a lot. Now I don't think I used it that much, but maybe I did, but I'm definitely going to be using it now. There we go. Right there. Steven, tell him you want to be rich. It's okay. I want to put on a great content for you guys each and every day. And I think I did.
Yeah, you're going to see Steven point one day and it's just going to be a brand new watch.
You don't see no. This is a $7 band. You think I promise you, I put more money into this than I do my own family. Unfortunately, like I do. Look, my family's fine, but I put a lot of time, effort, and money into this. The first 6 months, I am literally not home. I am not home.
Traveling man.
Yes. And the one weekend, the Cincinnati Bengals weekend, I'm going to a wedding with my wife. First of all, who has a wedding? Who I'm very excited to go to their wedding. Don't get me wrong, they're good friends. But come on, guys, in football season.
Is it on a Sunday? Is it on a Sunday?
No, it's on a Saturday.
Wow.
Still college football.
So they hate college football.
I tried to tell my buddies that. I was like, you can't have it on Saturday. They're like, you went to Syracuse and FIU, man. Like, you're not watching college football on Saturday, man.
Level 2 Noob said, I saw Steven putting groceries into his Porsche the other day. I drive a 2009 Hyundai Sonata that's got a flat tire, is rusted out, and has ketchup stains and mustard stains all over the back seat, or like honey mustard stains because of my kids and their chicken nuggets and French fries. Okay, trust me, I'm not driving. I like, come on now. That's not. Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Sitting here trying to tell y'all. Are you leaving? Are you coming back?
No, I hear my dog's messing with something.
All right. I've been trying to get off the show for 30 minutes now.
You're in command, bro.
No, I'm just airing all my not my grievances, just frustrations with everything. I'm tired. Just need to go to bed. That's what I need to do.
I had to let him in the room.
Okay. I need to go. If you could donate to the channel, definitely help me out. Help the show out. Help the channel. I love you guys. Tomorrow's Wildin' Out Wednesday. Tomorrow's y'all's show. We have a good show tomorrow. Are you going to have the fantasy football episode or segment sometime? Friday mornings we do our fantasy. So the people that are on the fantasy league. Ooh, that's a beautiful dog, man. Beautiful dog.
Oh, dang.
His name's Marino. No, it's Jasper. She wouldn't let me name him Marino.
Shout out to Alec with the $20 donation. Fins up, Steven. Can you facilitate a Captain Planet rings together situation with all your cameras? Next time, pull clothes out and wear them to decrease the weight. What? I don't know what that means, but I guess I'll try. I'll try to figure out what that means and make that happen for you, Alex. Thank you for your donation, though.
Yeah,
man.
she
It
named
means
him
a lot.
after the Twilight guy.
Jasper.
The things you do
Great
for
dog,
love,
though.
right? Yeah. Yeah, he's cool, man. He can be a jerk though, but he's cool.
All right. Final thought of the day is I love everybody. AWOL, I love you. Sorry for going crazy on y'all a little bit ago.
Yeah. And we're gonna kick the Ravens' butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
40 burger. I'm calling it.
Oh,
So
Nando named his pets after the leads in Greece too.
Chicho and Coco, baby.
actually, my other dog's name is
Chicho named after my
Well,
grandpa.
Alec is talking about luggage weight. He said, "Can you facilitate a Captain Planet rings together situation with all your cameras? Next time, pull clothes out and wear them to decrease the weight." I'm already a big guy. I can't do that. No way. I can't do. I know what he means now. Can't do that. No, sir.
This is Cheech.
Cheech.
Yeah. He's not even a year yet.
Let's
That's
go.
a great name. My first dog is Chicho, so I call him Cheech sometimes too. That's a great one.
Next one's gonna be Chong.
Ooh. A little Cheech and Chong duo right there.
Thank you so
Up
much
in
for your
smoke
donations,
action.
people. I really appreciate it. We definitely want to get some of the, build up the donations, especially if I want to do more stuff later on in the season. So, yeah, appreciate it. Love you. You guys are the best. You can donate on Cash App or PayPal. You can donate using the YouTube Super Thanks. As a matter of fact, what do you want the people to do after the show, Roach?
Leave a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe, and turn on that bell.
Let's go. Let's go.
And if you feel like donating, you can donate after show by hitting that heart with the money sign in it.
Yep, you sure can. You can do that.
And
Super
PayPal
thanks.
Cash App works 24/7.
I've only ever had one super thanks. One $5. Somebody get it 6, or add a couple zeros at the end. Either one is fine. Your pick. $6 or a couple zeros.
Add in the
before the
descriptions
decimal.
the links to everything, including the DWA gear.
That's right. Get your DWA gear, cuz. Let's go. All right. I love you. You guys are the best. Nando, Roach, I love you too. I'm out of here.
Somebody just said zingers.
Turn up the music. Let's go.
Singers. Be easy, everyone.
See you, bud.